All right, we should be live for everyone except Metal for some reason because I don't know why it's not working.
I still can't see you.
I can see everyone except Metal. Don't know why. But hello. Oh, I see a black screen.
The entire fucking page.
Okay, I see a black screen. It's promising. Hello there. Hello, chat. All three of my viewers. How are you doing? We are currently dealing with the pre-game technical difficulties because for some reason, every time I do things on my computer's like, nah, don't feel like dealing with it. So that's super fun. Just reconnect one more time, see if that pops it up. Nope. Okay. Yep. So just we're not seeing Metal tonight, which I guess technically is part of a good thing. All right. So. Hello, chat, and welcome back to episode 3. Wow. Okay. Wow. So, welcome back to episode 3 of Drusatta Rise of Legend. Do you guys have any announcements you'd like to bring up? And I lost Will. God fucking damn it.
You lost Will. I lost Metal.
I lost Metal. I think he's closing and restarting. I do have Will.
Okay, I have everyone back except Metal, so we should be okay.
Oh no, guys, look, I get to be Metal for the day.
Fuck off!
Oh, and apparently I'm Ivan.
Yeah, now comes the fun part of where we all jump into different roles. So that's super fun.
Wait, no, I need his character sheet.
Shut the fuck up!
Metal's back.
Alright, yeah, Metal's back. Alright,
It's not me. It's definitely you, Chilii.
let me reconnect one more time, see if that works.
I think you need to restart your computer.
Hey, there we go. Now I got Metal. Beautiful. Okay. Hey, wow. Fixed technical. What the fuck? Fixed technical difficulties. Faster that time.
Our DM cannot speak English, people. This is gonna be fun.
It's fine. It's not like I have to talk for 3 hours. Totally fine. All right. So
when God pays attention.
I swear to God, Will, if you link thesaurus.com one more time, I'm gonna kill you in game and out of game. So,
Starting off strong. Here we go.
starting off real strong. Welcome to Troll 20, guys. So, any announcements before we get started?
I got a new light.
Asa has a new light.
We can see you much better now.
Yeah, you looking good, looking real good.
If only Chilii could get some, front light.
Okay, you know what, motherfuckers? Where's my fucking sword? Hold on. You know what? Fucking goddamn it.
With a sword. Here we go. This is
fucking
dangerous, kids. Oh.
Hold on.
How many things are you knocking over?
Just one. There we go. All right. See, that's my actual light. I don't like having this light on because it takes away from fucking.
Try and turn it off.
Yeah. See, boom.
Okay, well, see, I have an overhead light that I don't have on. I have 2 desk
Yeah,
lamps.
I have a light right there. I fucking hate that light. Anyway, hello. I've dropped from 7 to 0 viewers. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, it's entirely your fault. I'm amazing, so I blame everything on you guys.
Yeah, 7. They're all of us.
All right, I guess. So I'll make a couple quick announcements. So, wow. Okay, rude. So, I know most of you guys who are here probably already know about this, but on Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, we play games over on Metal's channel. Metal's down there for you guys on stream.
BBD channel.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's hurtful. Exclamation point Metal gives the command to go to his chat. I know. So, Will, this guy over here, runs the game on Thursdays. Caboose, the guy on the other side, runs them on Fridays. Fridays. And below me, Metal runs them on Saturdays. So, check them out. Any other announcements, guys?
Our Saturday game is now going to be on Sunday for the next 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry that I choose to spend time with my girlfriend, who I've been neglecting, okay? Basically, I've been a scrub boyfriend. I've been neglecting my girlfriend, so I gotta spend time with her because I feel like I need to.
Why do we have to be sacrificed?
Okay, you know what?
Your Sundays.
Yes.
What do you do important on Sundays?
Nothing. That's why we're playing on Sundays, assholes. Christ. This. You know what? I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. It's gonna be so good.
You can't kill me.
Yes, I can.
He already almost killed you in the very first episode.
I have my character saved to Backblaze, so I'm fine.
Backblaze, our other sponsor tonight. All right, so any other announcements, guys? Are we all good to go?
We are good.
Okay, so let's jump into episode 3 of Drusatta, Rise of Legend. I want to be fancy. We don't have a cool opening video. So we can act out a video like da 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 ba 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 da ba ba. Ivan, he's a paladin cleric, yeah.
No, just you.
No.
No.
Yeah.
We're good.
No.
First of all, the
Yeah?
campaign
Alright.
is called the campaign is called Rise of Legend.
It's
So technically the only character who matters is Thorin.
okay. You know what? Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Established that-
Here's the deal. Okay, it's Drusatta, semicolon, or not semicolon, colon, Rise of Legend. Okay, fucking assholes. It's my world. It's my world, guys. Let it happen.
Apparently,
This is a story within your world.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's the chat where you just fucking make fun of me, fucking assholes. All right, so let's get started. Last time we left off, Thorin, the dwarvish barbarian, had been slain by a attacking Gnoll horde, and through the through the combined efforts of the party, he was brought to a group of Roven, or wood elves, basically Roven druids.
Still not happy with that.
Okay, you know what? I'd appreciate if you don't talk while I'm giving the recap. So thanks.
Carry on.
So brought to the Roven druids, Thorin was brought back to life through a pretty easy ritual, as well as a small small vision that only Thorin currently knows about. Once brought back to life, they were immediately attacked by a couple Gnoll scouts, which the party pretty quickly got rid of. And since then, they've headed back to the town of Doncaster, where they've been, they have a couple rooms there, kind of at their de facto base so far. They've talked to a couple people, made a couple arrangements, kept up with a couple contacts, and after a night of glorious drinking, have since gone to bed. And we pick up now with the inside the town of Doncaster in the tavern of the Lucky Maiden, which of course is built into an old ship that has since beached on this area. Roll Constitution saves.
For those who
Beautiful.
Winning.
Because I just had
Oh,
I just had
small
hit.
Oh, so much better.
I think Faywin and I are the only ones that
Oh, is that-
didn't get
is that everybody?
totally plastered.
Wait, yeah,
Well, it's
Carrick,
over there,
you
Jack.
haven't rolled yet.
Oh no, Katrina's still fucked.
Yeah. So Carrick, you need to still roll a
Carrick didn't
con save.
drink.
Oh, I had like a beer. That was all
Carrick
I
didn't
had.
drink. Yeah, Carrick
No,
didn't
I know.
Wakes up first.
Yeah, it's not so much the beer; it's just who wakes up first.
Oh, well, I would say. All right, I'm in a trance. Remember, Faywin and
Yeah.
I both have trance.
I know.
So, okay.
Just okay. So beautiful. After a night of drinking / reading, depending on who you are, Thorin and Carrick, both of you wake up first. Carrick, obviously, you spent most of the time awake at the night reading your book, and you eventually did go to sleep. So, Thorin, you will wake up first. What would you like to do?
I'm going down to the bar.
Okay, so by the time you head down to the bar, at this point, it's about probably 8:39 a.m. There's a couple people moving around, kind of cleaning up tables. Oh, excuse me.
Did sleep in the bar.
No, I thought
sleep in the bar.
that's right. You did. I apologize.
Yeah,
Okay, I apologize. I thought you had gone upstairs. Okay, so
Too many games. Don't know where I slept.
yes, no, too many games. I don't remember where Thorin is either. So. Eventually, you kind of eventually do wake up, your head down in your hands. You feel a gentle tapping on your arm as you look up, and you do see the very familiar bartender of Harless. Kind of taps you. All right, wake up. Opening time.
Opening time. That means I can get a beer.
I mean, usually I don't serve them until a couple hours later, but if you want one, let me know.
Aye, fire them up.
All right, Just an ale?
Aye, for now.
All right. And
Don't like
he...
the heavy stuff in the morning.
All right. So, Harless turns around, goes over to a nearby tap, pours it for you, hands it to you. Carrick, you eventually go up to bed, correct?
Yeah, I read for a little while and then I went into a trance.
Beautiful. Okay, so after having read, you've since gone to your room, taken your trance, you've then woken up. What would you like to do?
First thing is I'm going to use the Blessing of the Forge on my armor. It gives me the +1 for the day to my AC.
Okay, cool. So, as you emerge from your trance, you have your armor kind of laid out over your bed. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do, ritual-wise, or do you want to just...
Basically, it is just kind of lay my hands on it and just kind of prayer / kind of quoting from the scroll or the holy text and just kind of bless the armor.
Okay.
Just kind of throw it on afterwards.
Cool. So, as you wake up, you kind of lay out your armor. You pull out different forms of your deity's codex, which I should have the name of that written down.
Yes,
It's
I
on.
do have it written down. It is the
It's on World Anvil.
Great Earth Scrolls.
Yes. So, reading from the Great Earth Scrolls, scrolls, not squoves. There is a small incantation which you know will give you just a little bit more protection throughout the day. So as you read from the scroll, your hands kind of passing over the armor, your hands light up this reddish orange, kind of the same color as metal that gets hot from a forge. And as you press it down to the armor kind of lights up the same color for a while before it eventually just slowly the color fades. And as you pick up the armor, you feel just a little bit more protection as you don the armor.
After that, then I'll probably just go down to the tavern and query about some break.
Okay. As you head down into the tavern, the first thing you realize is most people, Heartless is still behind the bar. Oddly enough, wearing the same thing he was wearing last night. You're not sure if he's either ending his shift or if he just went home earlier and came back wearing the same thing. There are a couple young girls kind of cleaning up at different tables, kind of setting up. Thorin is exactly where you left him and looks like he has not moved in hours.
All right. Probably gonna go sit at the table I sat at last night, just the one in the corner next to the table Thorin's at, because he passed out. Table next to me.
Okay. Yeah. Are you still at the same table, Thorin, or have you moved to the bar?
I'd still be at the same table.
Okay. Beautiful.
If you get me a beer.
Okay, cool. So you eventually sit down. One of the young ladies does eventually approach you. Morning. Would you like breakfast or something to drink?
Yes, on both counts. What do you have in the way of fares?
Well, with the food, we have a couple things. We have eggs. We have fresh meat. It's fresh in from Newsham. What do you have in mind? We have sausages. We have bacon. Anything in particular?
I think just some eggs and bacon and an ale would be fine.
Okay. Very well. That'll cost about 3 silver.
That's fine, and I'll go ahead and produce that.
Okay, thanks so much. And then she turns to you, Thorin. Anything else to eat? I know Harless took care of you for drink. Anything to eat you'd like?
If there's some meat out, I'll do.
What kind of meat? We have pork, sausage, we have bacon, we have rabbit.
Surprise me.
Okay.
Oh, he gets offered rabbit. I don't. Okay. Because I get it.
Do you say that out loud?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just thinking this.
Okay. All right. She very quickly hurries back to the bar. Runs. You see her duck behind the bar and headed back into a back room. At this point, Faywin, you also awake.
Yeah, first thing, it'll take a minute or two because as soon as I wake up, I'm just sort of running through the map of Arcalia in my mind and just sitting there contemplating for a sec. But then after just a couple minutes, I head down into the main lobby area where the bar is and regroup with the rest.
Okay.
Do I notice that Thorin's kind of, very drunk? Well, not very drunk, but had
Thorin's
quite
perfectly
a night
sober.
last night.
Yeah, as you do enter the tavern, you do see Carrick is at the back table. Actually, both Carrick and Thorin are exactly where you left them when you went to bed last night. Almost the exact same spots.
Only difference is I don't have the book open in front of me.
Yeah, that's the only difference is that Carrick is not reading. He's now seems to be waiting.
All right, so I just go up and say, long night, eh?
Not really.
I slept fine.
I don't believe I heard two people go to their doors.
No, Thorin decided to make his bed here in the tavern.
Get served quicker that way.
And was this a choice made by you?
It was.
All right.
I've been sleeping in a cave in the woods for the past few years. I don't think the bench is going to be any harder than the ground.
And then also the next time the waitress comes over, I'll just get like something without meat, basically, just bread, maybe some eggs.
Okay. She does return. She hands Carrick his eggs and meat along with I forget. Did you order a drink too, or just the food?
Yeah, I got a beer.
Okay. So gives him
You
the
know,
eggs and
morning
meat with the ale. She hands Thorin this giant sort of medium-sized bowl of a kind of a thick brown liquid. There's a bit of orange and green sticking out of it with a bit of gray-looking meat. He goes, here you go. You said surprise you. Hope you like this. It's called Warren Stew.
Thank you, dear.
Of course. Sir. Can I get you anything? And she turns to you, Faywin.
Oh, I'll just have some. Do you have multiple types of bread, or just?
Oh well, we have bread. I don't really know what you're asking.
Oh, never mind it then. I'll just have some bread.
Just bread.
Just bread.
She kind of takes a step away. No cheese, no meat, just bread.
Nope. Just bread and some water.
Okay. And she kind of like awkwardly kind of turns around and just walks back. He wants bread. She very quickly she returns with just a basket of just very simple, to your eye, almost dirty looking bread, but bread nonetheless.
Yeah,
At this
Maywen
point,
was kind of tipped off when she didn't have any different types of bread.
yeah,
It's all just bread, isn't it?
yeah. At this
Maybe
point,
he
I've
scoffs at that a little bit.
yeah. Ivan, you wake up next.
See, I would wake up, stretch a bit, gather my equipment, head down. I imagine it smells like breakfast at this point.
Yes, absolutely.
And I would follow my nose down the stairs. Looking to see, is Katrina's door still open?
Katrina's door. Actually, you know what?
It's still open.
Yeah, it is. I just realized. Yeah, Katrina's door is still open. She is
She never closed it.
face down on the floor. Her right arm up on her bed, as the pillow is under her face and the blanket over her body.
The rest of her is just like, as short as she is, somehow she's making it work, but like, most of her body is still kind of like hanging on the ground, or in midair.
Well, you're where I left you. I wonder if the dwarf is the same. I will head down into the bar and follow my nose to find food.
Okay. So as you walk by, leaving Katrina to her devices, you eventually do head downstairs, and you see Thorin currently sitting at a table with a giant bowl in front of him, kind of eating and having a drink next to him, One table over is Carrick, who has a large plate of what looks like eggs and some sort of meat, also with a drink. Faywin, did you sit with Thorin or Carrick or a different table?
Carrick,
Okay, so
if you'll allow me.
yeah, absolutely. So
yeah. I was gonna offer, but I didn't interrupt.
yeah, so you also see Faywin sitting next to Carrick, having just what looks like a very old-looking loaf of bread in front of him.
Well, does a dwarf bite? You two seem to like to keep a distance from him.
What dwarf have you met that doesn't?
Fair. Here knows how to drink, though, and I'll sit down with Thorin. I don't know if I'd eat that bread. Looks questionable.
I was a little wary of it myself. Do need something though.
So,
Okay, yeah.
Thorin, is it grey sludge for breakfast?
It is half bad.
Yeah, so Thorin, as
so
you're
we got-
eating this, from what it looks like, it's a very thick, brown-looking liquid with bits of vegetables and bits of meat in it, and it's actually roll a d10. We'll see how much you like it.
Roll for tastiness?
Roll for tastiness.
That's what I did. I got a 6,
Yeah.
so mine's not half bad.
It's good.
He likes it.
Yeah, it's real good. The meat is there's not enough taste, not enough flavor to it from what you've realized, but it's pretty good. Faywin, this bread, it looks like shit, but it's actually pretty good. You like it.
Well, it may look like something a kobold left in a bucket, but it actually tastes alright.
The same can be said for this. And perhaps this entire town.
I'll take your word on the bread.
Not long after this, the waitress does return and looks to you, Ivan. Oh, hello. Can I get you anything? Are you hungry?
Yes, breakfast would be good and something cold to wash it down with.
Great. What do you want? Eggs? We have bacon, sausage. Do you want some of the Warren stew?
Oh, yeah, sure, bring me the stew. The dwarf says it's fine. He didn't kill me last night, so get me off.
Fantastic. And to drink, just an ale?
Oh, yeah, something light.
Okay. I'll be right back. And she eventually turns on and heads back towards the bar. At this point, Katrina, with a massive headache, and just
No headache. She is still drunk.
still actually, you know what? You're right. With a natural
I've had a
1
few mornings
Constitution
like
check,
that.
yes. So, Katrina, you pick your head up off the pillow as a trail of drool connects your bottom lip to the pillow. Kind of look around,
She was on the
smack your lips a little bit. Feeling good. Let's keep this going.
She's gonna make her way to the door, and seeing that the door is still open, she's decided that her first task is she's going to attempt to close the door
Okay.
behind her.
Make a dex check.
Okay.
Okay. So, very wobbly, you kind of your first reach, you kind of tap the doorknob, and then eventually you do manage to grab the door and just shut it.
I can do this. It's fun. It's fine. She'll make her way to the stairs, and she's
Okay.
just going to glare at them.
Okay.
They're the formidable challenge.
Isn't Katrina also like 14? We just
No.
don't know this.
No,
No.
she's quite old actually.
For sure.
Oh,
It's quite old.
She's a gnome. She looks 14.
gotcha.
Maturity-wise, she might be 14, but
So, Ivan, as this waitress hands you this same bowl Thorn's been eating, it's the same thick brown liquid with bits of grayish white meat, and I swear to fucking God, if you put thesaurus.com one more fucking time, I'm going to beat your ass. Alright, so for those in chat, I've turned off the map because these jackasses keep putting thesaurus.com on it because I must use the same words.
No.
Whatever.
Okay.
on the map we wrote Thorin died here.
Now,
So, you
in
get,
my
you
defense,
get the bowl
that
of...
wasn't me.
Whatever.
They used my color, but that was not me.
So
We've done that like 3 times.
You know what? Let's just jump over to this map so you guys can see it. So you do get this same bowl of this brownish liquid, bit thick, this grayish white meat with bits of vegetables kind of poking out from it. And as you guys are eating, you hear just a clump, 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 clump.
I made it down the stairs. That was a disadvantage.
Yeah, and looking down the stairs, you see Katrina taking steps down the stairs, and for a second she kind of like, oh, and has to kind of catch herself as she kind of like almost runs down the stairs to catch up for her front half going down too fast. And at the bottom of the stairs, she kind of looks up at you, and you see her just staring at you as you guys are eating your dinner or breakfast. Sorry.
Well, at least one of you can handle your drink.
What, did you take a bottle of ale with you?
What? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel great.
Make a deception check.
But bartender.
Can I auto pass that?
Yes. What can? Yes. What can I help you with?
Can I get breakfast?
Yeah, sure. What'd you have in mind? Do you want
Gravy.
what? On what?
I don't care.
Oh, all right then.
Bread, meat, don't care. Put it on something.
Sure.
Not liquid. The only thing I want liquid is the gravy.
I would stay away from the bread. It's questionable looking.
So just
Wait, I got this.
just gravy.
This
How
stew,
good does the bread look? The 6 perception.
It's a little browned, a little toasted. Looks
There's
alright.
about 6 of them in Faywin's hand. But, yeah.
Little ash covered.
Yeah, look,
I
looks
don't
alright.
care. Just put it on something. Put it on the table, and I'm gonna make sure it only goes one way down.
Okay then. You see him kind of just hesitantly turn around, kind of yell in the window. Gravy! On what? Anything! No. It takes a couple minutes, but eventually you are rewarded with a plate of what looks like sausage, bacon, and like 2 eggs with just gravy poured all over the top. As Harless kind of hands you the plate. I don't really know if this is what you wanted, but it's got gravy on it.
I love you.
Okay. Here you go. That'll be usually it's 1 silver, but with all the gravy we put on it, we're gonna bump it to 2.
I give him 3 silver
Oh,
on accident.
thank you.
One,
You're very generous.
2.
As he grabs the 3 silver, kind of looks back at the window. Put gravy on the menu. What? Just put it on the menu. All right. So at this point, you guys are all seated at your adjoining tables with your
We're just gonna
various
sit.
breakfasts.
Well, Katrina sits at Thorin's table, kind of across from him, putting the elf between him.
So basically, elves and non-elves we have
Apparently.
sitting at our tables like a fucking middle school dance.
do I have to sit between the 2 of the tables? Like, just fill
You
in
already sort of are.
Yeah, so Ivan is sitting his chair where his plate is half on one table, half on the other table. Being a half.
So Thorin sits eating his stew, one eye looking up kind of like this at Katrina as she starts to eat, just waiting for any inclination. Because he knows she's still drunk.
Oh yeah. A few of us know that apparently.
How good is the gravy? She doesn't care. She keeps eating. There's abysmal gravy.
Yes, even with your 1 on your tasting check, it may not be great, but it's what you need. It's you know your body. This is what you need.
It'll get better.
It's a bit thick where it shouldn't be thick, but it's still it's passable.
I'm also pretty sure this is like rabbit gravy. It's not even like beef gravy.
I can tell you right now, it absolutely is rabbit gravy. All right, so
During this time, while she's eating her breakfast, has the elf gotten his ale yet?
yes.
Which elf?
But
Ivan.
by this
He's
point,
doing one.
by this point, everyone has their drinks, everyone has their breakfasts.
How far is it away from me?
From where
Which
you're
elf?
sitting? Yeah, which one? Carrick or Faywin?
No, Ivan.
Oh, Ivan.
Oh.
He would be
okay.
the close. He would be at the table that I'm at.
Yeah, so Ivan is probably about, I'd say 3 feet to your left.
So okay, she stands up on her seat and takes his cup and starts drinking from it.
Ivan,
I was
if you would like,
drinking
if you would
I'm
like,
sorry, I was gonna take his, but he looks scarier than you do, and I'm thirsty.
Just get another.
Make it two.
So, after what seems like too long, the waitress finally does return. Is there anything else I can get you? Any more drinks? Any more food?
I think I could use another ale. The little one seems to have stolen
Make
mine.
it two.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. 2 more ales. Anything for you, sir? She points to a character, said no. Faywin, anything for you?
Nothing else. I'm good.
How about you, Master Dwarf? Anything for you?
I'll take another ale.
Okay, so 3 ales. Got it. She kind of turns back. 3 more ales, Harless. Yeah, I heard it. And you eventually see him kind of like hurrying back behind it, getting a couple drinks ready.
I just wanted to tell you, armored, tall elf thing. I'll remember your name when I'm not inebriated. I appreciate you, and here is the silver for your ale.
I appreciate
I'm not
Okay.
gonna throw up.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
I was just gonna ask you. So, with that Constitution save of 11, you roll for adjective. What the fuck?
Also known as thesaurus.com.
Wow. Okay, that's fucking rude. So, with that Constitution save,
General.
you are definitely feeling it, Katrina, but you are not drunk enough to incur a point of exhaustion, so you're still fine.
It's
Keep in mind we still have work to do today.
Yes, where are we going
Right.
to start with that?
So you mentioned
Hopefully by not passing out before we leave the inn.
Oh, it's okay. I'll take care of her here in a minute. We get ready to leave.
Why are you gonna pass out, Faywin?
I rolled a natural 1 on my insight, so I don't...
I'm fine. We're good.
Certainly.
Wait, as she sits back, is this a bar stool? Or is it a chair?
No, this is like a chair.
Damn it. Okay, never mind. She wouldn't fall back in a chair. It feels a bar stool. That would totally happen. Leaning back
so
in
you
her-
mentioned something about one of these Roven controlling these gnolls.
Mhm.
Yes. Apparently, the leader of the Roven, Seer Helio, apparently his daughter went rogue and decided to band together some of these gnolls and have been running amok. And he has asked us to take care of it.
And what have they done about it?
Well, a whole lot of nothing, it seems. But they ask for discretion.
Of course they do. Typical Roven.
So, technically, they said it didn't matter if we brought her back dead or alive. I don't know how annoying she is.
As of right now, the last time you asked them, they didn't mention anything about that. They said they wanted you to be able to handle it.
Okay,
Well, they asked us to
Personally-
come back there too, didn't they?
they
Yes.
did, but I don't know about you, but if she's annoying, let's just kill her. Is that fine? Is everyone okay with that?
It won't go against my conscience.
I see no
Depends on the
reason to really
situation.
get involved with matters that aren't ours, so I'm not against it.
Seems to me like it's just some family spat.
Well, we did make a
This
promise, and
family
it was a
spat got
deal.
4 people killed.
I did, and the Gnolls will pay for that.
Well then,
Maybe we should just make her eat this gravy.
I agree.
It's not very good.
The stew is not great either.
Something wrong with it?
I just kind of push my bowl towards Thorin.
He grabs it, starts taking it, because I'm assuming he's almost finished his by now.
Well,
In any case, we should move before this round of drinks.
Before the round of drinks.
Before the round of drinks is over.
Oh.
I agree. Does anybody have an idea of where we should start?
The woods.
I believe we could head back to there. I believe they wanted to speak to us once Thorn was revived to give us more details on exactly where we would be able to find the rest of the Gnolls.
Well then, to the Roven camp. You still have that map, Katrina?
Map.
It's on off, dude.
Can I?
Actually, correction.
Can I
She
use the
reaches
map?
into her burlap sack and thinks, map, and pulls out the map and puts it on the table. And she has a bag of holding bitches.
The first one acquired.
She
We
beat
don't
it.
need to speak to them. Where did
Well,
they
she
run
was
off
drunk.
when they left here?
I believe you
Back
said
into
the
forest.
Roven ran off in the northwest.
Yeah.
No,
The Gnolls to the
Gnolls.
northwest.
Gnolls northwest. The Roven were west.
Well, Gnolls aren't the smartest of creatures. They'll run in a straight line back to where they came from.
Yeah, the
I
Roven
thought the
was
didn't the Gnolls run to the southeast or the southwest?
I don't know, the map was
Technically,
backwards.
they did if the map was upside down.
Okay, you know what? Yes, they did. They ran to the southwest, assholes. My God.
And they ran to the
You,
southwest.
you know what? Like, I do one thing of making a map the fucking wrong way, and it's like,
It's
oh my
fine.
God,
Fine.
the map was wrong.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered if it wasn't the starting point.
Okay, you know what, guys? Really not a fan of the attitude I'm getting. So just saying.
Look,
Do I see a Gnoll
just
around?
suck it up.
No, I refuse to suck it up. Do you see a what around?
Suck it up. Move on.
Do I see a Gnoll around me?
You absolutely do not.
Are you sure?
You're
I-
not drunk enough.
I could not be more sure.
How about now?
Does she see a big bear?
No. Okay. I think I mean, whatever we need to do, we can go find. I'm sure that between the 5 of us, 4 of us are capable at the moment of finding the group of people that we have to, deal with. The Gnolls and the Roven and the.
Right, so, are we going straight after the Gnolls, or are we going back to the Roven? What's our play here? I'm for
I
either.
have no interest in talking to the Roven.
Agreed.
So we're gonna try and track these Gnolls to the forest.
Should be easy
Appears
enough.
so.
They're not stealthy.
From the looks of us,
Very
neither
well,
are
then.
we.
We also have a general location.
We could
That
play a trap,
direction.
too.
I've got some experience with tracking creatures through the forest.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, maybe cook up something in the air, push it into the air, wait until the Gnolls come.
If all else fails, you just make a lot of noise. The Gnolls will come running.
Okay.
Well then, shall we be off?
Yes.
Let's keep something on tap. We'll be back this evening.
I made it off the chair.
That's good, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure where you're going, but sure, I'll keep something on tap.
I put 4 silver on the bar.
He kind of looks at it and just quickly just pockets it. Like, yeah, whatever you want.
This is not as much as last night, at least.
No.
Is the
Thorn's
party
very generous when he's drinking.
doubles the town's economy within 2 days?
Oh, I've been keeping track. Don't you worry.
We'll have paved roads and fucking stone buildings.
Can we do something about these wooden paths between every single building? Can we at least make them out of stone?
The gangplanks. So
Or at least not
right.
extra wood.
as you guys all you're all leaving the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So as you guys do leave through the entrance, you again are brought out to the gangplanks. Where are you guys headed?
I'm following the dwarves.
And I guess we're heading to the southwest.
Headed southwest. I guess that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Bear head up.
Go
March
look
forward.
for tracks in the general area we last saw the Gnolls.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
actually, can I look for something else? Not exactly knoll tracks.
sure.
I want to look for.
Going southwest.
I want to look for a trail of things that they like, small things they dropped. Because I know the direction they headed out of the swamp, so I just kind of want to once we make it out of the swamp, start looking
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, sure.
start looking for things they might have dropped, like little specks of food or anything like that looks unnatural.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so as you guys head southwest from the village, you recognize this is the direction the Gnolls fled from during your first encounter. It takes you a couple minutes to get through the actual swamp area. So all of you guys kind of looking around. You don't. By this point, it's been a day or two since the Gnolls attacked, and most of the tracks are kind of overtaken by other wild animals. Like there's deer track that kind of go through in other directions. You can tell there's people who've been walking through this area looking for lost items. Katrina, from what you can see, you do find some dropped items, some bits of food, some small, what look like trinkets. But at this point, you really can't get a good sense of what direction they're going. You know the general direction is just southwest. But they seem to be kind of in a wide arc.
Okay. Look, they at least came this way. Why not we just keep going in that direction?
I doubt they have much intention of covering their own track. I don't see why they wouldn't just run straight back towards the.
They
Wherever
probably did, but it's been several days. Things could have been scattered around.
We'll just follow up right southwest. It shouldn't be too hard to follow. There was a few of them.
Ooh. I know what I can do. Katrina starts working while she walks.
Okay. It doesn't take you guys long to reach the actual beginnings of the forest where the swamp does end. And by this point, if you guys would like, you can make another survival check now that you're in the forest proper.
Still going southwest.
I'm really good at this.
Okay, so, looking around, again, at this point, the tracks are just kind of muddled. Faywin and Katrina, though, you do manage to kind of pinpoint a couple different tracks that seem to kind of all be going in what looks like a uniform direction. Which, again, it
single
is...
file line.
Not so much single file. It's a bunch of tracks, but together, they're all going in the same direction.
Okay, I want to take out something to measure the length of the size of the foot, like from my tinkering kit, basically. Just not like a measuring tape, but like as in like something that's roughly the size of the foot, so I have it as a reference on hand. So that way I can keep track of the Gnolls.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Make sure that it's roughly the same size footsteps.
So with that tinkering check, you're making that?
No, that's for me crafting something for my tinkering class.
Okay.
I'm just working on that while doing all this.
I'd say given your tinkering check, you could or your skills in general. Hold on a second. There we go. With that, you would be able to find something in your bag that could measure out a footprint.
Okay, it's a wrench.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So you kind of pull a wrench out of your bag, and with that, you're able to kind of measure out the footprints.
The footsteps are the size of one wrench. So at least we got that.
Dwarf.
That helps us a lot.
That's for me.
Yes.
A large grouping of heavy footsteps leading in this direction. I believe that's where we're headed. If you would lead the way.
Aye. Just continue marching southwest.
Yeah, and Faewon will wait until the majority of the party is like 10 or 15 feet in front before he starts going.
I will correct Thorin if he gets off track. But otherwise, we'll just continue working on what I'm working on.
Okay. Make me a perception check, Katrina.
Okay. Not good at that.
Okay. No, it's fine. So you manage to kind of keep an eye on Thorin as you're working at the same time, kind of eventually switching back and forth as you're working.
Yeah.
So you guys do continue for another half an hour, kind of following these tracks. I'm gonna need you guys to make one more survival check, and everyone can make it if you want to.
Survival check.
Above the 10.
Hey.
Okay.
Fine. Ivan's
So-
got this now.
As you continue walking, you've passed through a muddier area. You've passed through a very shallow stream until you guys realize you may have lost the tracks. You know they went somewhere in front of you, but they could have gone to your left. They could have gone to your right. Like you have a general
Wrong
direction.
attack, but I roll it anyway.
What are you hitting?
I swing at a tree
Okay, you just
and scream out, "Oh, you know, bastards, get out here now!"
all right. So as you smash your hammer into this tree, the bottom part of it just kind of explodes out. Let me just double check something. Okay, so as you do, the tree manages to stand firm, but you've taken out a massive chunk from the bottom of this tree as you yell out. Make
We're
perception.
not in our own territory. We should exercise caution.
Make perception checks.
Caution.
You can
I,
exercise as much caution as you want. Bring them on.
Seeing.
I feel caution is not his strong suit.
I'm
It's
seeing that quite clearly.
Faye, when you roll persuasion.
I did. I did.
It's
Just
okay.
tell him that
It is the
tree
same.
what's up.
But,
Okay, so as Thorin whack slams this tree and yells out, you guys stand there and listen, and listen, and listen. A good 2 minutes goes by and doesn't seem like there's any besides just the natural birds chirping, the wind rustling through the leaves. You don't really hear anything really out of the ordinary.
I say we caught a lucky break.
I
It
fire
doesn't
my
look
gun.
like
That's
your
lucky about
shouting's
that.
working.
They're
I
not
want to
here.
fire my gun into the air.
That'll work.
Okay. So as you say that, Katrina kind of takes her thunder cannon, just fires around straight in the air as this noise just echoes in the
What
trees
in the
around
nine
you.
hells is that?
Faywin's gonna
Oh,
hide.
it's my. Oh, you mean the little dragon or the gun?
That's
She
what
has a
we
little
call
clock. She has a little clockwork dragon in her hand that she's been tinkering with before.
it. I thought it was just my ears when you brought me back, but apparently it's that thing.
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's a little louder than metal against a tree. I figured it was what you were going for.
Aye. It'll work.
I'll ask next
Don't
time.
be firing that thing next to my ears.
Katrina,
can't promise
make a dexterity save. Okay, so as you're standing talking, you hear a very faint as an arrow just boing, hits the tree right behind your head.
Guess we got somebody's attention.
Oh, well, here we go.
Wait. Damn it. Okay, there might be someone here. Someone should look for them.
Oh, it looks like a bunch of trees to me.
Oh, perception, sorry. Oop. I see them.
Okay, so, Carrick,
They're right there.
you managed to get the general location of where this arrow came from. Not far to your northeast, there is a big bramble of bushes that you can tell this from judging from where this arrow hit the tree, it came from those bramble. Thorin, you get the same thing, as well as looking at this arrow. This is a pretty finely crafted arrow. This is not a usual piece of shit gnoll arrow. This is an elvish arrow. And you can probably assume there's an elf or some kind of elvish creature in that bush.
Still firing an arrow. How close is the bush?
By this point, about 50 feet.
Are we rolling initiative?
No.
I take out a hand axe and lob it.
Okay.
Since
Roll.
I pretty much pinpointed. It's disadvantage because it's 50
Yeah.
feet anyway.
Yes.
18 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit. Okay. So, as you see this arrow, you kind of quick draw the hammer and just... And the hammer just spins end over end and slams into this bush as you hear
It's
it.
an axe.
Sorry,
Hand
axe. Sorry.
axe. I don't throw hammers.
Sorry. This hand axe spins end over end as it impacts into the bush. You hear, oh!
Come out.
They found him.
That didn't sound like a
I'm gonna-
female.
Start making my
It's
way
not, no.
towards the bush.
Somebody's watching us.
As you yell, come out, you see a very familiar figure emerge from the bush. It is
Oops, that son of a bitch.
it is Gavone. Yes. What are you doing here?
What are we doing here?
You were
Wasn't
supposed to
that
come
bad.
back to the village.
Wasn't supposed to do anything.
That takes a really long time. And you're about the same distance apart. We're just gonna go solve the problem.
We didn't even give you all the information. You just left. And what the hell was that noise?
What do you mean?
There was a
Wait,
loud.
He would know. He would know because he was there when
Yeah,
we
he's
fought the
seen it.
Gnolls at the
Yeah.
revive.
Yeah, but he's never seen something like this before, so he doesn't really equate that noise with.
Well, okay, so
I'll
you
make an
ever-
intelligence check. Yeah, he's no shit.
have you ever heard a wizard cast like a thunder wave? Or seen it? Like a wizard like cast thunder wave.
Not really. I mean, usually
Okay,
we
so
have other spells.
It's an arcane energy that you channel through your hand that amplifies the sound in the area, causing damage. This basically takes that and channels it into a projectile, sending the energy outwards and making a ear-shattering kaboom.
Roll intelligence check for him.
It go boom, things go dead. That's all you need to know.
Wait, is that thing what you used in the glade?
No, I used my other gun.
Roll for sarcasm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had two of them.
Yes, I am a master of all things involving projectile. Bow down and worship me.
Speaking of which, I should probably move you guys over to a different map.
Am I the drunk one? I'm confused.
I face palmed pretty hard right there.
I don't even know at this point.
Do you think that'll get their attention?
It might. You're a bit far from where we've seen them last, but I mean, when you're closer, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you lead us closer. I'll shoot the gun. We'll kill them all.
Well, you were supposed to come
No.
back to the village first to get all the information, or do you just want to
Well,
go?
how about this? Okay.
We try.
Okay. You're here now. This solves the problem of going back to the village. We can just get all the information from you.
No. This actually is perfect for me.
Oh,
My
okay.
my father wants to bring her back to stand trial. I want you to kill her.
I like you.
Yeah. So here's so and he starts walking. Yeah, I'll show you where to go. You just gotta promise me you're gonna fucking kill her.
Cool. I want to insight check him.
I can't
Sure.
promise that.
I
Okay.
am very drunk right now. My judgment might be impaired.
He wants to kill her. Yeah. So Carrick and Ivan, you get the same thing. From what you're getting, there's a feeling of legitimate anger and almost resentment as he walks with you. Yeah. So my father, the seer, he wants to bring her back and have her stand trial in front of the matrons. I think you should just kill her. There's no point bringing her
And
back.
this seer and your matrons, these are your leadership.
Well, the matrons
Seer's
are.
father.
Yeah, the way most of the Roven tribes work, we have a council of matrons who make the decisions. My father, being male, is below them. He's a seer. My sister, Akoki, the one you're looking for, she was one of our best beastmasters for a very long time, and she acted in a way that is not becoming of someone of what her station could have been. I'll spell it out for you guys.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, of course.
Was she the favorite child? Is that why you don't like her? Is this a sibling
No!
thing?
Look, just because
Sure.
she's a girl doesn't mean she's the favorite, okay? She may have been great with animals
Oh, I
and traits.
understand. No, it's fine.
Shut
I
up!
understand.
No,
She's
that's
the
not it at all.
favorite.
That's not
It's
it at all.
fine.
She was not the favorite, okay? I have skills too, okay? I know
You
stuff.
realise you're arguing with a drunk gnome.
I
Does-
am not drunk.
It doesn't matter.
I am inebriated.
The point is,
Fine.
my father was
The point
very high up.
is, You want to go against the laws of your people? For your own gain, perhaps?
It's not my own gain. It's for my family's gain.
What do they gain? What do they gain from her death over a fair
They
trial?
gained their honor back. She was supposed to be one of the next matrons, and she turned on us because she let into her bloodlust trying to kill the northern clans. And because of that, she was exiled, and my father lost his station. He wants to bring her back because there may be good in her. Fuck her. Kill her.
And how do you regain honor by killing her?
Because
Your
the
honor
black
is tainted no matter what.
because the black mark on my family's gone. It's that simple.
No.
I don't
That's
think it
not
works
how it
like that, lad.
It works incredibly like that.
Maybe we
Let's
should-
see how it
I
all
think-
plays out.
Getting rid of the problem gets rid of
Wait,
your
wait.
problem.
Can I do a history
That's-
check to see if that's actually how the Roven work?
Sure. Okay. From what you know, Roven tribes they are run by a series of, they are a very matriarchal society, and they do have a council of what's called matrons, where it's the eldest women in the tribe, and below them there are seers, which are usually males. From what you can tell, there have been instances of dishonor, things like that, but what Gavone is asking, you've never read about something like this. From what you... Make an intelligence check, Carrick. Yeah, from what you can tell, this is purely a vendetta.
All right. Continue.
Are you to accompany us?
I mean, if you want my help, as long as you kill her, I'll go with you.
I think we'll play the whole killing thing by ear.
There'll be no killing.
You're gonna bring her back alive.
If we can.
That's what we were tasked to do, was it not?
You see him kind of...
If it makes you feel better, if you have a little gold, I do have a contract available, but you'd have to deal with the rest of them. I mean, I'm up for killing her. I mean, it's gonna cost some money, but I'll do it.
Listen, here's the deal, okay?
By the
Everything
way,
she did,
my
she
axe
was...
back.
Everything she's done has brought dishonor to my family, okay? The northern clans attacked years ago, and she slaughtered them all in cold blood. She chased them back to their village and destroyed all of them. She's fully given into her bloodlust.
That doesn't
Just me, that just
change
sounds
the
like a
fact
little-
that she's been instructed to have a fair trial by your father.
And you do not have the power to judge her.
And it sounds a lot like you'd like us to trade our honor for yours.
He kind of just sighs deeply. Fine. Do what you want. But I'm telling you, she's too dangerous to be kept alive. Exactly, Charlie.
Well, if she leaves us no choice, we may have to kill her. But that choice will not be made by you.
Very well. I will show you where she is at least.
Appreciate that, because these woods are dark.
He kind of looks. He kind of
Early
looks.
morning.
Yeah. He kind of looks around. It's not that hard. My village is that way. The glaive is that way. She's that way. That's the mountains are over that
we had a
way.
lot to drink last night, alright? It's not
No, we're
easy.
not
going.
exactly-
How is that my fault that you drank a lot? The woods are very easy to get around. You just have to know the right paths.
Are we headed in the right direction?
No, she's that way, and she kind of points to your left.
Close enough. Can I have my axe back?
Fine. He kind of walks back into the bramble, and you see him kind of just muttering, "Fucking God, fucking damn!" Just pulls the axe out of the
I am
bramble.
impressed you managed to talk with that wound the whole time.
Yeah, he kind of looks down, sees that there's a slit in his armor where the blade hit. Yeah, been through fucking worse. Wait till you see my sister.
Lead the
Oh.
way then.
All right,
Lead on, Roven.
I have a name.
It's Gavon.
Yes. All right,
Right,
so
well,
yeah.
on.
So he does. He continues to lead you guys on. It takes you guys another probably 45 minutes to get a little bit deeper in. By this point, as you guys are heading further into the forest, you're starting to realize that by this point it's about, I'd say, 10 o'clock in the morning. So the sun should be on its way up to rise, but you've noticed that the area of the woods here, it's thick. The canopy is just almost woven together. Yeah, thick. And the canopy itself seems to be more and more woven together, and it definitely, let me change the song real quick. It definitely seems as though it's getting harder and harder to see just because of how overgrown the different areas of this part of the forest are. She's not far. I have to let you know, though. She does have friends with her.
Expected as much.
Yeah. Are you ready for a fight like this? The things I've seen her do are just odd.
I'm always ready for a fight.
She's managed to kind of get these gnolls to be bound to her side, but it's more than that. I've seen her take these creatures that are dead and bring them back, and they fight with her. It's very odd. I don't know how to explain it.
Ooh, a necromancer. That's fun.
I guess she's never really known or had any ability like that, but nevertheless, she's attacked with things just like that.
Well, whatever bond that she has made with these creatures will fade with her.
If what you say is true, you very well may have just sealed her fate.
Like I said, she's too dangerous to be left alive.
So about that contract.
Why do you keep saying contract? What does that mean?
Well, it means you sign an agreement with me, and for a price, I agree to kill her. No questions asked.
I thought that's what we were doing right now. I was asking you to kill her.
Yeah, but you didn't offer payment.
But we brought him back, and he kind of points to Thorin. That was the deal.
That's great for
I didn't
him,
ask for that.
but that doesn't affect me. You just told us to deal with the situation.
Yeah,
We were going to deal with it in whatever way we saw fit.
I didn't realize I'd have to spell it out for you.
Her. Okay,
I walk
listen.
away from this conversation.
I'm quite inebriated right now.
You really think you're going to be
You
able
need to lower your tone.
You think you're going to be able to fight her while you're drunk? Why would you be...
I have a little toy dragon. Everything will be fine.
Boom.
What are you percepting, Thorin?
Well, since he says we're close, and then I'm going to attempt to find tracks with my survival, and then listen and see what I can see.
Okay.
I was just gonna look at
Wow.
her gun
Will.
while
Okay.
she's drunkenly arguing.
That wasn't an
So-
insult.
Okay, so with your survival
It was a
check,
crit roll.
Thorin, you do see. Thankfully, based off of Katrina's measurements with the wrench, you kind of have a better eye for what you're looking for, and you do find some.
There's a wrench-shaped footprint.
Yeah, you do see some wrench-shaped footprints, kind of heading off a little bit in front of you, and then turning to the left. And with your perception, you kind of hunker down and listen for a while, and you do hear very faint, whoop, 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 whoop. Like you hear the
I get
yips.
far enough away from the argument to hear that.
Yes. From what you can tell with that perception check, they're probably about 100 yards to your. You're looking west, so they're about 100 yards to the southwest.
Okay. And how far away from Katrina and the rest of the party am I?
They're about 30 feet behind you.
I was gonna say, okay. 'Cause
Find them, let's go. And I just charge.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys
he's off
see,
again.
as Givon, where's he going?
Probably to kill something. We best
As,
keep
as,
time to
as
set up an
Gavone gets
ambush.
distracted, I stop.
Don't care about tactics.
Okay.
Literally, as Gavone gets distracted, she just fades off into a bush.
Okay, so Thorin charges off into a bush as Katrina kind of ducks away into the tree line and takes off. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just gonna turn to Faywin as he's saying that. It's like, apparently these are dwarf tactics, and just kind of follow behind him.
I break into a soft jog
yes,
with
they
my
are.
shield and heavy armor, trying to keep up with the dwarf.
Okay. So, you guys continue through the woods. So, Thorin, are you just Thorining it up? Just charging straight through?
Yep, just charges straight through. I'm not
Okay.
double dashing or anything, but full
Okay.
movement.
It takes you a couple minutes. Actually, no. 100 yards. Yeah.
It
takes
takes me
you-
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, sorry. Takes you about a minute, a little less than a minute, as you kind of make your way through the tree line. Eventually, you do get to a point where the trees start to lessen a bit, and in front of you, make a perception check. Let's see if you see it before you break the tree line.
Check.
Okay, so you're about to break the tree line, and up ahead of you, you see there is what looks to be a ruined building, kind of crumbled in on itself.
Okay.
Do you continue running?
Yep.
Okay,
Straight through.
so in that case, let's do
Straight into the ambush.
let's do
Take a position.
a couple
Get
things
better.
here. Okay.
We're gonna do a couple
First off,
things.
let's play our battle music.
Dabba 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 dabba.
No.
Wrong. So many levels.
Sorry, I hit the wrong one. My bad, guys. I apologize.
No, you
I
didn't.
apologize.
You put that in there. That was not an accident. You don't accidentally epic Zax, man.
Or do you? Okay, so we
know.
can take you
This isn't
to
Rickroll.
here. Okay, so let me pull this down.
Look how big I am!
Okay, so yeah. God damn it, Katrina. Why do you guys keep coming in so big?
Because you never made them the right size and saved them properly.
Whatever. All right.
I'm the right size.
All right. So yeah, you guys are gonna be coming in from right where over here. Thorin, you are about here.
Would you be so kind as to
Put
adjust
me
my
where you
size?
want me.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
No, we cast enlarge on you.
Where you want me.
Lodge the cleric.
Big cleric.
Always buff the dwarf.
Okay, there we go.
Which part did we come from? Down here.
Right where you guys are. So you're coming from this section. Thorin, you're a bit ahead just because you took off. So, Thorin, make a perception check first just to see what you can tell from right now.
Boop, boop.
Okay, so, beautiful. So, Thorin, as far as you can tell, you looking through the tree line, there we go. You can see about that far. And what you see in front of you is what looks to be a gnoll, but part of its flesh is kind of drooping and dripping off its bones. Its head is very skeletal, and it kind of seems to be just kind of. See if it.
Oh, it's definitely seen or heard me charging full war.
No,
cry
it hasn't.
towards it. Really?
No, it has
Oh,
not.
well then.
Okay.
Very
In that case, if
Well,
I'm getting a surprise round,
Let's roll initiative first. You specifically will get a surprise round.
But
we'll
I was keeping up with them.
all right. So
On
let me
the
just,
little gnome feet.
there we go. All right. Let me go.
That
Advance.
awesome initiative roll. Oh yeah.
Me
that's alright if I'm getting.
grab my book. So I have all the
Look
rights.
at that Katrina
Values.
doesn't get a freaking. Doesn't get a surprise round. Her range is 500 feet.
She's drunk as fuck.
Okay.
She had a
Does
pretty
she
good
see
con
that?
save earlier.
She fucking sees it!
Zelda can almost see the initiative order.
You can see the numbers, just not who they belong to.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think Zelda
Wow.
deserves that. Okay.
I know,
A
right?
little rude.
You hear that, chat?
Wow.
You say something, you just get told to shut up.
And Chili's frozen.
Okay. You know what, guys? Rude. Okay. So as of right
Whoa.
now, I will leave just that one there. Okay. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yes.
Okay. So, Thorin, you get to go first with your surprise round.
I would like to rage.
Okay. You may do so.
Don't get a surprise
And
round.
since you put me 20 feet from him, I'll charge the motherfucker and reckless attack.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
That'll be a crit.
He's dead.
Yes, it will.
That'll be,
Okay.
that'll
So,
be 26 points of damage.
as you and just sprint forward, hammer out, and just uppercut where this thing's skeletal head is, you manage to swing the hammer straight up as you hear just a sickening as the bones just crack apart and this thing just slumps to the ground.
What can I see from here?
I'm
I'm pretty sure I can see more than this.
Yes, you can. Okay, so from right there, I'll reveal this as well. You can see into this room straight ahead. And give me a second. I need to go to a different layer for a bit.
Chilii, adjust my position because she would have stealthed off a little bit further
Okay.
out. So she's away from the pack.
So you managed to see those two gnolls inside of me. Add a turn for them. since they are most definitely aware of you
Oh yeah.
after that turn.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the point where all of them roll 1 on perception, and Thorin is just killing them one at a time.
Stealth Thorn.
It's like when you kill a guard in Payday, and there's a guard standing right next to your thing.
Doesn't see it.
So as you run straight forward, you just uppercut this whatever this weird bony version of this gnoll is, and it crumples to the ground. And you see these two old gnolls, and they make this very loud noise. As now, Katrina, it is your turn. From where you are, I can.
It would actually be Feywin's turn.
Feywin? Okay.
He is a 4.
Okay.
Dexterity, so.
Let me just reveal that much at least.
Yep, you're good.
So from where you are, Feywin, you would see that there's now one more of whatever Thorin just attacked, not far to your left. And you, as of right now, do not see the two that are in the building. You do see the building itself.
Okay. But I do see the far one.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let's move up a little bit.
Try to get a good...
There. Got the angle. Got a longbow.
Okay.
Draw.
That will
fire.
absolutely hit. Beautiful. So, as you sprint forward, you pull the bow from your quiver, eye it up as this thing, looking at Thorin, you see him about to just take off running as you just release, and this arrow just punctures right. It's odd because you see the spinal cord where the neck meets the back completely exposed as this arrow just severs that connection, and you see this creature just drop to the ground. Any bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Katrina, it is your turn.
Okay. I will make myself over here. I'm at 25 feet of stealth movement. Kind of make my way into the bush.
darkness here.
Yes. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Looking straight ahead,
Very bush.
you see the flicker of what looks like a small campfire ahead of you in the building, but you see shapes, but you can't make out exactly what they are.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to reload because I never reloaded from earlier. I never stated I did, so I'll take my bonus action to reload, and I'll take my action to continue moving forward into the bush a little bit, and just kind of I'll wait for next turn to take a shot.
Okay. Ivan, you're up.
Cursed abominations. And then I'll have to move forward. So that's about all I can.
Run, little Jack, run. Paladin.
By that point, you would see the two in the room ahead of you.
Then I will dash. To there.
Damn elves and the long legs.
Dwarf.
Thorn's not stopped running. He's just kept running. Just smash the head off that one, and he's still running as you just run past.
Okay. Any bonus action?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. All right. With that, it will then bring us to their turn. So let me jump over to the right screen. There we go. This one here is going to swing at you twice with his... Or, sorry, no, he's going to stab at you twice with his spear. That is a 10, which misses. And that is a 13, which probably also misses.
You're done.
Okay. So, and the one on the back wall pulls out his longbow and just howls loudly as he shoots for a, make sure this is right, an 18 and a 11. Okay, so the 18 hits, so that is a 8. Grab my dice. Where's my d8s? There we go. for 9 points of piercing damage as the arrow managed to just penetrate one of the chinks in the armor. Your speed is reduced by 10. Not that it matters. Alright, also, some other stuff happens that you guys don't know about. Actually, Katrina, make a perception
We don't
check.
need to know about it.
Yeah, I need Katrina to make a perception check and Thorin to make a perception check. Okay, so... So, one of the... You guys eventually see this gnoll appear as it runs... I should probably...
Is it a regular gnoll?
Yes, it is.
Regular
Regular gnoll. Okay, so you saw it come from... You do the actual movement. From there. As you see another one.
My god, the gnoll just came from there.
One comes from there. So,
Stairs.
this one, let's just see if he sees
Two
anything.
gnolls just came from there.
Okay. So, this first one running out manages to see you, Thorin, as he runs, and he's going to try and hit you twice. That's a fucking miss. It's a 9. Okay, and that is a 23, so that will hit. Off the table. There we go. For 4, reduce to 2 piercing damage.
Yep.
Okay. And your speed is also reduced by 10.
What? Fuck you.
So
I've only got 25 fucking...
as it again draws this bow and just releases at the right time, and this arrow just sinks into your upper thigh, as you just, and you feel like it's gonna be hard to keep moving.
That's fine.
All right, they did. All right, Carrick, you're up.
Hey. All right.
Just a note, can I tell if they see me or not? Because I was stealthing before.
From what you can tell, they cannot see you
Okay, cool.
because the one that
Go
ran in
ahead.
front of you just turned and shot at Thorin.
I'm gonna move here and kind of do a perception check to see what I see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay, so you see that there are the 2 gnolls to your left, and you see that there are 2 in the room straight in front of you.
Okay. And does it look like Ivan's okay at the moment? I'm guessing I can't see Katrina.
You're not sure where Katrina is. I mean, you see there's one arrow kind of sticking into Ivan's lower ribs as he kind of pulls it back out, but he looks okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take my last 5 feet and kind of move this way, sort of towards the 2 on the left, and I'm gonna do Sacred Flame at the one in front of Ivan.
Okay. From where you are right now, there is a wall in front of you. You can move a little bit. You can move to where.
It's a dexterity on them.
Yeah,
the
but
wall
you
doesn't-
can't see
I
him
just
from where
can't.
he
I
is.
can't see him. Okay.
If you move to where the dead gnoll
Well,
is,
if I
you
when
can.
I was here, can I see this gnoll back here in partial?
Yeah, you'd see him in partial cover.
Okay, then
Which-
can I just
Yeah.
cast it as I run past? It's got a 60-foot range.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Dexterity.
Okay.
Dexterity check, DC 13.
Okay, that will fail.
Okay, Sacred Flame.
Double fail.
Max damage.
Okay. So as you kind of run up, you see this gnoll in the back with its bow drawn. As you kind of, again, you feel your earring kind of flare up, and this fire, what's grayish flame?
It's gray silver, yeah.
Yeah, this grayish silver flame that kind of comes out almost like a furnace, just flies out of your hand, and Ivan, it kind of goes over your shoulders and it impacts into this.
It's just slightly warm to
Yeah.
Ivan.
Yeah, it's a little bit warm to you, Ivan, as you're kind of guarding yourself as it engulfs this nose and kind of seems to be kind of trying to pat itself out.
Carrick said it again.
Anything else?
No, I'm in my.
Okay. Thorin, you are up.
Did you roll advantage against me for those 2 arrows?
I did not. I didn't
So-
realize that. No.
I reckless one.
Miss. And the other one. Yeah,
The
so
other
the
one.
first,
Second one
the
hit
first,
anyway.
yeah, the first one hit anyway, so you're good.
Cool. Okay, well, with my reduced movement speed, knowing that I'm not going to be able to get to it because fuck you arrows, I pull a hand axe as I'm running and fucking run my 15 feet and lob this fucking hand axe over Ivan towards the one at the back,
All right.
recklessly.
Okay, roll your hit.
I will hold. Did I take my fucking thrown hand axe out? No, I didn't. There it is. 17.
That's will hit.
10
And
slash.
this is at the front one?
No,
the back
one
one.
at the back.
The back one. Okay. All right. So this knoll just kind of engulfed in flames, kind of finishes patting itself out as you run in and just send this hand axe spinning end over end as it impacts into its chest and see it kind of clawing, trying to pull the hand axe out. It's still up, but it's looking pretty rough.
And it's my turn.
Okay. Faywin, you are up.
Is this this set of things here climbable?
Yes.
All right. I would like to climb up onto this one here,
Okay.
the acrobatics.
Yes.
He wants
Yeah.
to use Overwatch.
Yeah, you're fine.
Overwatch
and
coming.
what do I perceive up here? Any like better vision from being up here?
From what you can see the two to your left, and you can see the one way in the back.
This one.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'll take aim at this one over
Okay.
here, next closest to Katarina, and fire.
Katarina. Who the fuck's that?
Or Katrina.
Yep, that is absolutely a hit. Okay. 9 points of damage.
9.
And then I
9. Very
afterward
nice.
I call out, draw them into the open.
Okay. So as you vault yourself up onto this this kind of broken part of the wall, pull the bow out, take a second, you see the one in the back, but you see one coming towards where you think Katrina went, just spin as it impacts into its kind of lower stomach. Nice hit. All right. Nothing else?
That's it.
Okay. Katrina, you're up. You see there is this knoll. 10 from you does not seem to realize that you're there.
Okay. She is going to attack at advantage.
Yeah, because so since it doesn't see you, you automatically get advantage, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Because she's 10.
Yes, that will absolutely hit.
As you hear from the bush, the Gnoll just hears from the bush, boop, and just the gun goes off.
All right, roll it down.
For
Okay.
11 points of damage.
Oh, very nice. So, as anyone else who could see this would see from this bush, this tiny barrel just kind of poke its way out. Boop, poof, as this round just erupts from the edge of the gun, just slamming into this knoll, just kind of actually knocking it off its feet for a second. It looks quite terrible. It's just blood is pouring from its ribs where it just got hit.
And I will move back through the bush a little bit.
Okay.
As I just kind of pop my head out, and I'm just like, shh. And kind of fade back.
I forget. Do you get a hide action?
No.
Okay.
Unless
But you
you're
do
a
wanna
goblin.
reload your gun.
He was just being stealthy.
Don't
Okay.
forget to reload.
All right. Yeah. Do you reload on your bonus action?
I can reload on my bonus action. Yeah, that's what I do.
Cool. Okay. Ivan, you're up.
All I can do.
Well, I think I have to hit this thing right in the face.
That'll hit. Okay. Solid
Level
hit.
2 has been a lot better for us than level 1.
Yeah, I'll say.
Imagine that.
Level 1 is terrifying.
Okay. So far you've had a flamethrower and a hand axe fly over your shoulder as you kind of come up from being ducked, and you just take your sword and just swing it across this Gnoll's midsection as this small gout of blood just kind of starts bleeding as you take a pretty sizable hit out of him. Anything else?
Just for now. I just
Okay.
look around behind my shield,
Okay.
ready for the retaliation.
All right. And speaking of which, it is in fact their turn. So, the one in front of you will attempt to swing at you again. Let's make sure I got this right. With his spear. That's a miss. That's also a miss. So he kind of just, with his spear, just kind of lashes out at you twice as you, ting, ting, just managed to kind of deflect it with your shield. The one in the back, having pulled the hand axe out of its chest, just pulls its longbow and attempts to hit you, Thorin. Let me grab my second D20.
Advantage.
Yeah, because you have reckless, so that
I
is...
will use my reaction and my fighting style of protection to provide it at disadvantage, so it makes it a normal roll.
Straight roll.
The first one or the second one?
I can only it says melee weapon. It must be with
First
a
attack
shield.
towards Thorn.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
question for you guys.
Yeah.
So usually I have a player that does this. I wait until I hear if it hits and then I use it. So do you use it after the hit or before?
I would use it before just to bounce
Okay,
out to
so then
roll.
I'll use this one. So that's definitely a miss. So that would have been a 10. Does that miss you, Metal?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
16 almost.
so second hit with advantage. That's a natural 20. All right.
Fine.
It's okay. He's raging.
He's raging.
Oh,
Please.
that is max damage. All right, so 10 half to 5.
Oh, no.
So the first one, this Gnoll has you ready and it releases, and you watch as this arrow is heading right for your face. As the last second, ping, as Ivan just extends his shield out in front of you, and kind of gives you just a little wink, and goes back to defending himself again, just in time for the second arrow as this Gnoll's and releases the second arrow that kind of impacts right in your stomach, and you feel it was a pretty good hit, but again, you're fucking Thorin. Like, you're like, just pull the arrow out of your chest and throw it on the ground.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot the other two. Okay, so the other two, the first one, realizing that you are in the bushes, Katrina, is going to attempt to shoot at you through the bushes, but you will get partial cover. So is that plus 2 to AC?
Plus 2 AC for partial cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will get partial cover as he shoots through the bushes. That is a 23
That'll hit.
and a 20.
That'll both hit.
Okay, so that is a... Shit,
Probably dead.
my desk. I wouldn't say that.
Mostly dead.
16
Probably
points
dead.
of damage as these two arrows just...
I have 1 hit point left.
Okay, so this
Run to the
Gnoll,
healer.
reeling from this hit that just blew apart almost half of its ribs, just weakly grabs 2 arrows at the same time and pulls both of them and releases them as they just sail through this bush, just right into your upper and lower stomach. It's a pretty big hit. And the one behind him is going to let's roll. So let's see who's going to hit. It's going to try to attack you, Faywin. That is a 17 and an 18.
The 18. Well, mine is 17 armor classes.
If it meets it, it hit. Yeah. So
Okay.
you got hit twice.
Okay, so that is. That is 7. So as 17 points of damage, as the second one does the same thing, pulls out 2 arrows, and they both manage to kind of impact. One hits your arms, kind of knock you almost off balance. The second one hits you in the leg. I need you to make a dex save to stay on the pedestal that you're on. Yeah, okay. So the first one hits your arm and almost makes you drop your bow. The second one hits you in the upper thigh, and you feel yourself kind of falling backwards as you real quick regain your balance and you're ready again.
Do bonus actions have to be taken on my turn, correct?
Yes.
I'm at 0 hit points.
You're... Oh.
So
Okay.
he's unconscious.
I think... Oh, okay. All right, so
Longbows do a lot of damage.
as both these bolts hit you, the first one you manage to keep a hold of your bow. The second one hits you in the legs. As now Faywin has fallen off the wall and is down behind the wall. Okay,
At least you're in cover.
that you are in cover.
And you happen to be right next to the cleric.
Okay, so
Thankful for that.
Thorin, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, right. Fucking run forward in between all these motherfuckers.
Can I make a perception check to make sure that
I
I
thought it was
saw?
Carrick.
I am. Yeah, you
Yeah,
skipped
it's
me.
Carrick's
I'm
turn.
Carrick.
Wait, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay.
It was just the Gnolls' turn.
Yes, I'm
So
sorry.
it's Noel's
Carrick,
turn, now it's my turn.
I skipped it by accident. Yeah, you're good,
Okay.
Carrick.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice that Faywin is falling off the wall?
Oh, you
and
absolutely. Yeah, you
Katrina?
saw him.
What about Katrina? Because she's in the bushes.
I
I would have heard her
so
scream, I guess.
Yeah, you
I did not
absolutely.
scream. I'm a man.
You
Come on,
absolutely saw Faywin. You can do a perception check to see if you heard Katrina. Okay. You did hear what seems like a yell in that general area.
Okay.
I'm not a man.
Then I guess
Pain,
I will move here and I'll reach out and do touch cure wounds on Faywin. And if I can also do a healing word, which is a bonus action on Katrina. They're both first level spells. Would that work?
I think you have to do one as a cantrip, right? Is that?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's
so-
our rule. Your rule can be different. I don't know.
I can just do one for now because Katrina's technically still up. So
Yeah. So as of right now, you can do the cure wounds. The healing word's not going to work. Although when you get to be a higher level, if you did cure wounds at a level 2, you could do healing
Right.
word at a level 1.
right, okay. I'll just go ahead and do cure wounds on Faywin since he's right next to me.
Okay.
And that should be level 1 max.
Okay. Beautiful.
Max
So
health.
as you
There
see
go.
Faywin kind of and fall off this pedestal, you rush around and your hand kind of slams down into his chest and almost kind of like a built-in what's the word I'm looking for?
Defibrillator.
Thank you. Yes, built-in defibrillator. Just as Faywin's chest is, you kind of feel this energy be pulsed into you. Clear. As
See,
you
it's just like a slight scorch mark of a handprint on
yeah,
your chest.
there's a very faint scorch mark that eventually does fade after a while, but you see this burn on your armor as you feel this energy be pulsed into your body. So you are up 11 points. You are still prone, but you are stable.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move there. So
Okay,
I'll end my turn there.
Okay, so now Thor, now it's your turn. So you run up.
I run up, ignore the one to my left, and smash the shit out of the one in front of me.
Okay, roll to hit.
Nope.
That-
Nope.
Will miss. Yes. Okay. All right. So as you run up and swing it, hammer it kind of mid drawing its bow releases the arrow and kind of brings the bow up and blocks your hit.
Bonus action, I pick up my hand axe.
Okay. Absolutely. All right, Faywin, you're up.
Okay, so I'm
So-
gonna stand up.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot. Go ahead.
Stand up for half movement, and as I'm standing, I say, I knew I could at least count on the true blood, and hop back up on here. We're going to take one shot at this dude.
Okay. And that will actually miss. So as
Okay.
you hop back up, kind of pull the arrow, and just you feel that pain in your arm as it's just pulling it so tight, and you let it go just a little bit before you would have liked to, and the arrow just impacts into the ground before right in front of this gnoll.
Okay, and with I'm going to use my action surge as well.
Okay.
Basically, like this renewed vigor of not wanting to be bested in archery by Gnolls fills me with contempt, and the second one hits.
Yes, it does. Okay, so as the first one misses, you feel that rage building inside you as you pull a second arrow, line it up as this gnoll seems to kind of be running at you, and you release it as it just right through this gnoll's eyes and drops it to the ground. All right, well done. Okay, Katrina, death saving throw.
I'm not
I
dead.
thought she's a
Oh,
woman.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Fuck you.
Sorry, I thought you said you were down. That's why I got
I
confused.
shoot at the DM.
Bloodthirsty DM.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
have 1 hit point.
All
Thank you
right,
very
all right,
much.
fine. 1 hit point. So, you see this...
Okay, so I want to take my action to hide,
Okay. Okay.
and then I want to move over here, and I want to use my bonus action. I want to use my bonus action to just toss my little dragon, or my little clockwork dragon thing that I made with my tinker check past the knoll, and just make a little. It makes a little roar, like a dragon roar, as close as a little 5-foot clockwork thing can.
It's a distraction.
It's an
Okay,
adventure check.
yeah.
It's a part of the skill.
Make a dexterity
It's
check.
just kind of,
Yeah, make a
Okay.
dex check first. Okay, so you managed to throw this tiny little dragon, and it lands about there. Roll a performance check.
wait, what? Whoa, no, not past the dead knoll, past the alive knoll.
You rolled a 12!
What do you think a 12 is? A 12 is a hit with a javelin.
Fine, there. It gets to be there. Okay?
12 is on target.
Not with these gnolls. Okay.
I'm not throwing it at the knoll.
Oh
I'm
my
throwing
god,
it at-
fine! Fine, you fucking baby. There, it's there. Roll a performance check.
You.
Okay, it's not distracted, asshole. There.
I wasn't trying to distract it, and I'm sneaky anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, so
I go
it's
over here and hide behind the rock after I stealth.
all right. It's there. Ivan, you're up.
Oh, well. Why is it not working? There we go. I hit it again. In the face.
Okay, so you're hitting the one
You
in front
rolled
of you.
anything but a 24 this session with your attacks.
Okay. So again, as this gnoll has been stabbing out at you, you've just been block. You almost feel like you're back in training again, because you know it's block, stab, block, thrust. Like it's almost been drilled into you since birth. As you block, and you find the perfect opening as you stab straight forward with your sword, and you impale it through part of its left-hand chest. As you retrieve the blade again, it's still up, but it's looking pretty rough.
You better keep up, dwarf.
Anything else?
Keep up just fine.
Oh, that's it for the moment.
Okay. That'll bring us to the Gnolls' turn. Alright, so
Regular.
the one in front of you, Ivan, is going to stab at you again with its spear. Okay, the first one's going to miss. The second one's going to be a 23.
Lay a hit.
Okay. And that's for 5 points of piercing damage. As it stabs the one time and you block, and at this point you're like, you've seen the next move, and you go to block where you think it should be, as he manages to slide it in underneath your shield and just catch you in the ribs. Thorin, the one in front of you, drops its bow, pulls out its spear, and stabs at you twice. Did you reckless attack it?
Yep.
Okay.
Always.
So the first one is going to be a miss. The second one is going to be a 23.
Alright.
Okay. Why do I keep losing my dash? There it is. That will be 7 points of piercing damage, halved to 3?
Yep.
Or
Got it.
4? Or 4?
3.
3. Okay.
Always run
Yeah.
down.
So, as it stabs you the first time, you kind of catch it with your hammer and kind of spin it out of the way as he retreats back with the spear again and manages to stab it right into your upper shoulder blade, almost making you drop the hammer, but you do manage to hold on to it just in time. And I just lost every single camera. What the fuck?
Quick,
No.
I can't see a smoother pieces. Oh, cameras.
I got you all back. It's fine. I have everybody except Metal for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. And then Faywin, you see the gnoll in front of you is going to attempt to shoot at you twice with its longbow. Okay. So with the first one, it misses wide. The second one, it pulls back.
I'm really hoping it misses.
Pulls
I have so many
back,
spells.
looks at you, and as it does, you hear as the bow just snaps in half. And kind of looks at this now broken bow in its hand.
Without crossbow.
And it then is going to, with the remainder of its movement, charge at you. And that will be its turn.
Excellent. Came to me.
Carrick, you're up.
I move up, and I'm gonna swing at it with my mace.
Okay, roll to hit. That'll hit. Very nice. So, as this gnoll just, you see it, this broken bow in its hand, just sprints forward, just pulling this spear from its back, getting ready to attack Faywin. You see it just, as it clears the tree line, as you turn, running from Katrina, draw the mace and whack! Just crack it across the face as it stumbles for a bit and now seems entirely focused on you as you've just arrived. Anything else in your turn?
No, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Also, just you did Sacred Flame before, right? Against that one Gnoll?
Yes, the
Okay,
one that's
yeah.
in front of Thorn
Okay,
at the
yes.
moment.
So Gnoll is that's a one-time thing, so it's not continuously on fire. Your other thing is
No.
what does that, right?
No. Yes, if I hit him with a Searing Smite.
Beautiful.
That's
Okay.
it's a level 1 spell, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Thorn, that'll bring us to your turn.
Douglas is back.
Okay.
20
That'll
damage.
hit.
9 damage.
And okay, so you, as this thing stabs in your shoulder, you manage to reach up and grab the spear, pull it out, bring it to the side, and bring the hammer straight down right on this thing's clavicle. And you hear it just like snap in this sickening thud as it just and falls to the ground in a lifeless hump. Hump? Lump.
I turn to the other one. Just.
Make an intimidation check.
Sure. Not an advantage. 14.
Okay, so as you turn, this gnoll kind of and seems to kind of be sinking back into, holding its spear with two hands now, kind of sinking back into the wall a little bit. Faywin, you're up.
Am I technically, if I were to stay here, would I technically be attacking into melee?
Yes, you
Since
are
I have
technically in melee, but since you are above, if you move back, there won't be an opportunity attack. Just because
Sure.
he's sort of out of range, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, do 5-foot step still work that way? Like you can. Whatever. I'll just do this.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, in
You
this edition, you can't 5-foot step out of combat range. You have to disengage out of combat
yeah,
range.
usually you would have had to disengage, but given the circumstances of you being a bit higher on this wall,
You're not
with his
technically in his combat
yeah,
range.
with his spear, he could hit you, but I'm gonna let you be able to move without the attack.
All right. So I'll move back here and longbow him
Okay, that'll hit.
Curve shot.
for 12.
Very nice.
He did a backflip. He jumped in the air and shot before he landed.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. So as you see this gnoll running up, it's about to stab at you as Carrick seems to kind of fly out of nowhere and just crack this thing across the face. As you push off and you backflip in midair, and as you spin, you manage to release the arrow as it strikes right into this thing's face. Just, and it's kind of growling. Still, however, focus on Carrick, but you definitely did a major blow of damage with that one hit. Any bonus action?
I'll
You can second wind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So roll your d10.
Add your +2.
Okay, so you as you guys look as Faywin shoots this arrow, you see him kind of collecting himself, and just manages to kind of heal up just a couple of different points. All right, Katrina.
Do I think he notices me?
Roll a perception check.
2.
He is entirely focused on Carrick at this point.
Okay. I want to sneak around this rock. Do I see anything further? Kind of looking around. I'm just kind of checking behind me before I continue around the rock.
With that perception check, that would reveal you could see that room there.
Okay. I don't see anyone in that room?
No.
I continue around the rock and will appear behind him and will say the famous line of, "Hey, remember me, bitch? I saved something for you." Fire off a shot.
That'll hit. Okay, so as you turn the corner, remember me? Poof! And this round just tears this Gnoll's body apart. It's just, and luckily for you, Faywin, you moved back just in time as this, where you were standing, is just showered in this Gnoll blood. Just, as this round explodes out the other side and actually impacts into the wall you're standing on.
Let me just double check my movement. So 5, 10, 15. And I'll take the rest of my movement to move up here. And there's that little crack in the wall there. I just kind of want to reach through and grab my little clockwork dragon and put it back in my bag of holding.
Okay. Also,
I'm not reloading this turn.
From what you see from there, let me make sure I have everything set up correctly.
Oh no, there's still another room. What am I doing? Mistakes were made. I wanted the clockwork dragon.
Okay,
I'm
so
not drunk anymore.
from there,
Almost dying will sober you up.
Reveal the rest here.
Actually, I technically have been sober for a while because I rolled a Constitution save a while ago. That was actually really good.
Scored like a 20 on it.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 on disadvantage.
Okay,
Probably have a
so
little bit of a headache now, but
as you look in, you see Gavon. You're not sure where the hell he came from, but he's in this room, and you see him scimitar out, clashed with a hooded figure in front of him, who seems to be blocking his scimitar with a bow, just kind of staring as there's this giant midnight black panther that seems to be kind of also on its way to make an attack as well.
Oh, did that Gnoll in front of me die?
Yes.
yeah, I
Okay.
killed it.
Loaded.
Well, he
Alright.
never said it died, so I just
It
assumed
exploded.
it was
Yeah.
just bloody.
Ivan, you're up.
I'm gonna hit it again, because that's what I do.
All right. Roll to hit, please.
It's 14 a hit.
14 is a hit.
I hit
Okay.
it in the face.
Oh. So as you again block the first one, you feel the spear stab you kind of under your sword. Damn it! And just you reach with the sword and stab it up into where his neck meets his shoulder, and you feel the Gnoll kind of retreat for a bit as it just looks like it's on its last legs. Anything on your bonus action?
I'm going to move 5 feet. Not that I think it's going to matter, but I'm going to move 5 feet.
Okay. Which will bring us to its turn. So as you look, its body just covered in these scars and these open wounds flushing with blood as it looks at you and just and reaches out and stabs at you twice with its spear. Does a 16 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, so it stabs at you twice as you just bring up your shield, boom, parry the first one, and you spin your sword around, parry the second one as it seems to miss both and looks at you. It looks like it wants to leave, but knows it's cornered, and it just has that look of just a trapped animal, just and looks like it's definitely not looking good.
Well, go on. The door's right there. Go for it.
Carrick, you are up.
All right. So I can't see any of them in the room, can I?
Make a perception check. No, from where you are, you hear the sound of fighting, but you can't tell if that's just Ivan in the first room or if there's someone else fighting. You're not entirely sure where it's coming from.
Okay. Move up 25 feet to there. And I know I can see the Gnoll in front of Ivan, but I guess I can't see whatever that other token is. That one.
So you, by moving to there, you hear movement and fighting in there, but you can't necessarily see what's in that room. But you do see Ivan fighting with this Gnoll.
If I were to move here, could I see all three of them?
From there, you would be able to see the Gnoll and the Panther.
The Gnoll and the Panther.
Yeah, so as you kind of move over a bit, you look at this other room that you haven't looked in yet, and you see this almost jet black panther on all fours just snarling and just kind of lashing out with its claws.
You also see a very in pain gnome.
Yes, and and behind you, you just kind of
clockwork dragon.
Yeah, you see Katrina kind of holding her side, holding this small clockwork dragon, just leaning over, just kind of in pain.
I'll look at Katrina and just kind of sigh. This is going to be a thing, isn't it? I'm going to reach out and do Cure Wounds.
I'm in pain. Thank you.
Feel slightly better.
Okay.
Minimum heal crew.
Well, not minimum, but almost. And I guess I'll use my other 5 feet and just move up one spot.
Okay.
And just end my turn there.
Okay. As you move up, you hear the sound of clanging as sword meets bow, and this panther seems to be kind of... It looks like it wants to lunge, but it doesn't. It's kind of holding itself back, almost like it doesn't want to interfere with the fight that's going on. Thorin, you're up.
Alright. Seeing Ivan's having a little trouble with this Gnoll.
Gnolls are scary.
23 to hit.
That'll absolutely hit.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he absolutely. How do you want to do this? I'll give it to you.
You breathe on him and he dies.
I turned to Ivan. Looks like I'm not the one that's gonna have trouble keeping up. Just crack it as I continue to run through. Is this wall between us or me and the rest of these?
So
combatants?
this is an opening.
Is it
right there?
crumbled? Yeah, that's an opening. But the
Yes.
wall between me and them. So this wall here.
That
it
that
crumbled,
is
or
that
is
is
there
a
gaps in it.
Let's find out.
Can I do like a bonus action to whistle to kind of let everyone know?
Sure, if you want to. It is a full wall. There are bits and pieces of it that are broken apart, so you could see through it,
Cool.
but you wouldn't
That's
be able
all I
to.
needed to know.
Yeah.
I charged the wall.
Okay.
Why is the bloody elf whistling?
So, Ivan, as you are kind of almost practicing with this Gnoll, you see Thorin just run past and just clock this thing across the face with his hammer and keep running full speed for this wall. You don't really know why. Dwarves like walls? He's just running straight for it. Okay,
there he
so
goes again.
as we get to the top of the order, Carrick, you're the first one that sees this. I'll keep us in combat order for right now. So let me just add this person's turn. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as we get to the top of the order, Carrick, where you are, you see this first as you recognize the form of Gavon just get tossed out of this room as he kind of crumbles along the floor, and you see this figure stand in the doorway. The hood's still up, but you hear the voice talk to you. I don't know what he told you, but leave me alone. And Katrina, that'll be your turn.
Okay.
Gavon has been thrown out and he's currently prone.
Yeah. Seeing them, I will use my bonus action on this turn to reload. I will take a few steps back to hide behind the wall. And I want to take a shot at the panther.
Okay.
It's normal. That's a miss.
Yes, that will miss. Actually, let me double check. Sorry, I should have had this. I should have kept this up.
It's a miss. It's a panther. I think it's 7. It's pretty high armor class.
It's not. I'm using something different than the panther.
Okay.
Just double check. That is its armor class, so that'll hit.
Oh shit! All right. Get right, panther. Minimum damage crew.
Okay. Okay. So, as you unload, the round goes past this hooded figure and impacts into the panther. Kind of like recoils for a second, then and manages to kind of regain its footing again.
Hi.
Faywin, you're up.
Okay, I imagine I see Gavon get tossed out.
Yes,
Well,
from where you are, you saw Gavon get tossed out, and you do see this figure in the doorway.
Okay, first I'm going to move over to Kirish and basically peek in to check on Ivan and see how his and Thorin's fight went. Very
Okay.
quickly seeing that it went very well.
Yes.
And then... I'll tell Ivan, Gavon is in a fight with, I assume, his sister.
Oh, that would be where the dwarf ran off to.
And then I'll hold my attack for if she... Well, I'll just hold my attack and I can do it whenever, right?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll hold it.
Okay. Ivan, you're up. Just for a record, there is an opening here, and there is an opening here.
And my movement is still minus 10.
No, that's only for one turn.
Excellent.
That's how I managed to get to the wall.
So there's still a wall there, or he's through the wall?
I'm not through the wall yet.
He's at the wall right now.
Well, I'm still charging the wall technically in visualize sake, but that's where I'll end up when I make my swing.
I'm gonna follow the dwarf.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's it for now.
Okay. They did. Carrick, you're up. You see Gavon has just been tossed out on the ground next to you, looking pretty hurt, and this figure stands in the doorway, scimitar drawn, but not necessarily aggressive towards you in particular.
Okay. I'm gonna take 5 feet up, and as I move, I'm gonna say, "We've been tasked to bring you back by Seer Helio to stand trial." And just take the dodge action.
Okay.
I guess I don't know if that's also need a persuasion or whatnot.
Yeah, you can make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That will resolve on that person's turn.
And in my turn.
Okay. Thorin, you are at the wall, and through the wall, you can see this person standing, looking out the doorway.
Charging the wall. Can I make an intelligence check to see if I see a weak point?
You don't even. This wall's weak. There's holes in different parts of it. The
Just
mortar.
fucking up.
Yeah, you know this thing's probably gonna fall.
Go
I'm
around.
just holding
is
my
not a
hammer out
concept,
and I'm
Thorin.
charging through it. I'm just gonna barrel roll through the wall.
Okay, make a strength check. With advantage.
Of course, because I'm raging.
Okay.
Either way.
So you run forward and shoulder check, and some of the So Ivan, you see some of the bricks just shudder for a second as Thorin comes back again, and the bricks kind of fall on again, and then the last time, and manages to kind of barrel his way through the door. So you are through the wall. I'll say it'll be a full action to get 5 feet in front of you. So you are right next to this person.
Alright. Do I take any damage from going through the wall?
Make a Constitution save.
Can I please fail the Constitution save?
Well, that'll succeed. So
To make you feel good, you take 1 point of damage.
as you roll
Can I
through,
take a point of damage from going through the wall?
sure.
If you're making it cost my action?
Yes. I know where you're getting at. You've been through.
Thank you.
You've been through many a wall in your day, and there's just that little bit of sharp brick that just pricks you as you go through.
Yeah. You always get a cut from going through a wall. It's
Yes.
just the thing that happens.
So if you would like, you are right next to this person.
I am indeed. That's my turn. I don't say anything just yet. I've just barreled through a wall.
Okay. So
Suddenly do what?
this will now be this person's turn. Just double check this thing.
Bad Panther, stay away.
Okay. This person is going to disengage and is going to move away from the two of you and actually crawl up onto the panther and look at the two of you. I don't know what he said to you. My fight's not with you. Let me go. Let me finish my fight. And that'll be their turn.
I'm not in there. Otherwise, I would inside check her.
Katrina.
Can we insight check?
Yes,
or do we need to-
Thorin
okay.
and Carrick, if you would like to, you may insight check that.
Nope.
Okay. She does not seem hostile towards you. Katrina, it's your turn.
I want to shoot the panther again.
Okay, go ahead.
I miss.
So as you level the rifle again, this time a little bit harder. Now that Carrick's in the way, you feel like you have the shot, and as you're about to pull the trigger, you see through the scope as this brick wall just collapses, and as you fire the shot, it actually hits one of the bricks in midair and kind of misses the shot.
Sorry, I didn't anticipate the dwarf coming through the wall. My bad.
It happened.
And I'll reload.
Faywin, you're up.
Okay, let's see.
So, just for record, they are both in this spot here, because she's on top of the panther.
I'm just going to move over toward Ivan and basically ask, so what are we planning to do here?
Well, I think the plan is to take her back unless she's responsible for the abominations out there, in which case I cannot let her breathe.
Alright, and then I nod, use the rest of my movement to... You said they're both on the space she's on?
Yes.
The panther? Okay. I'll go over here, and I will also shoot the panther.
Okay. That'll hit.
Y'all are making it really hard to talk to this chick as you keep shooting her mouth.
It's all good.
Go for the panther!
I got it.
Okay. So as you step in, you knock this arrow and just as it impacts right under the panther's head, right into its chest. As it seems to growl, kind of rearing back a little bit as this person is trying to hold on. Ivan. So right now, this wall is no longer there.
The whole
thing's not there. No, it's gone.
So I can see her.
Yeah, the wrecking ball has come through.
So I can see her on top of the panther.
Yes, you can.
She is fully mounted.
How tall is said panther?
From the ground up, it's probably about 3 feet. And then she's a Roven, so she's about 6 feet tall. So she's a bit higher off the ground from there.
It's until about 5 feet. 8 feet.
Probably.
So her waist be about eye level.
A little lower than eye level.
I'm gonna run and tackle her off of the panther.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Strength or athletics? Which one would you like?
Let's make athletics.
Stole Thorn's idea.
Okay, so as she's standing, the panther rears back. As it comes back onto the ground, you see her face turn towards you as you sprint, vaulting over this broken wall, and just tackle her and bring her down off the panther. So
can I roll the face palm?
if you,
it's
a free action. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, so as of right now, she is where she is right now. You're there as well. And I'll move her. You're good. Okay. So you are both prone right now as you're both on the ground. Carrick, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I will move 5 feet and just try to kind of, I don't want to, I guess, animal handling to try and calm the panther down because its owner just got tackled off of it.
Okay, you can certainly try, but it'll be with disadvantage.
I figured as much. Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach doing the Chris Pratt Velociraptor stance, as you kind of like, hey, easy, and the panther just and kind of growls at you as you try to get closer to it.
Really, I just wanted to also say to her, just take heed. We just want to find out what's going on. We were just tasked to bring you back.
Okay, so with both those things, that will be your action, but I will tell you it's going to be a persuasion check with disadvantage because she's just been tackled off this panther.
Well, I already told her we were tasked to bring her back. Just saying.
Okay.
Very
yeah. No, I have no charisma. I don't know why I'm the one talking.
I have
0.
Yeah, as she struggles in Ivan's grip, you're with them. You want to stop what I'm doing, and she's kind of struggling against Ivan's grip.
Bitch, I don't know what you're trying to do.
This can be very easy or very
Thorin.
painful.
I don't even know what you're doing, but I'm doing this. I smashed the panther's head in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll your damage.
Panther.
14 damage.
Okay. So, as you bring your hammer down on this panther's head, just you see part of its jaw just kind of break off and it's like and it kind of whimpers a little bit. Still standing, though.
My turn.
Okay. That will bring us to their turn. I'm going to need you to make another strength check, Ivan, as she tries to fight her way out of your grip. That's pretty good. That's better. Okay. So with a 21, she kind of wriggles her way out of your grip and takes she moves and mounts onto the panther again as she seems to pull an object from her pack. Carrick, make a history check.
History. History.
Okay. As she pulls this item out, you see this very ornate silver crown that has these black and white gems encrusted around different parts. And as she pulls this crown, she puts it atop her head. You just made the biggest mistake you'll ever make. And you see as her and the panther just blink out of existence.
Okay, so what did the
That could have
history
gone better.
tell me? The history check.
Just didn't hold on because you elf.
You
She was
realize that the item she has, one, shouldn't exist. And two, now that it does exist, you want it. It is one of the crowns of the sisters, which
Ooh.
is a lost artifact from your homeland.
Bitch better give that back. Alright.
Should I roll? Should I roll some sort of check to?
Yes, make a perception check first.
Okay.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
actually
yep.
That's
Okay.
not persuasion, so we're good.
Okay, so Faywin, as you, even from where you are, you see that glint,
I'm in a bad mood.
and you see that crown, that you know what that crown is, and you watch her put it on. In your head, you go, no, 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 and just like you thought, you see her disappear.
And do I also notice Carrick's reaction?
With that perception check, yes.
Yeah. He's got a scowl on his face.
Yeah.
He's not exactly happy.
Carrick
about
does not look happy.
Thorin just charges at the back door, looking for them.
Can I Arcana check to tell what spell it was?
Yeah, sure.
You can roll. There you go.
It seems like it was some sort of dimension door.
There. Well, that was not what was supposed to happen.
I go up to Carrick and I say, "Well, I'm sure you realize what's the word?
Well, you're gonna have to
What a-
stop me because I'm
a
gonna turn around
development.
on Gavin and be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, Gavon kind of
If I
is
need-
on the
If
ground.
I need to roll an intimidation check, I will.
Absolutely. If you want to, you go right ahead.
This is gonna be awful. No modifier.
Okay. So, you standing still in the
That's really
doorway. All of you kind of see Carrick standing there for a second. Silence as this figure seems to disappear. Thorn rushes out the back door. Carrick doesn't move as he turns and takes these purposeful strides towards Gavon and just kind of pulls him to his feet. What the hell is going on? And you see Gavon, whoa, what are you talking about?
How does she have that crown?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd
Can I
start
insight
talking
check
if I
him?
were you.
You can
Roven.
certainly try.
I think I tried.
Okay. From what you can tell, it seems like he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Useless. I'm gonna throw him on the ground and turn and follow after the dwarf.
Okay. Thorin, as you run through this back side of the house, you see beyond this is another tree line, and you're scanning. You've tracked things before.
Oh, he's
so you-
charging.
Oh.
He is charging.
Oh, okay.
Fucking 50 feet. He's just going.
So, Thorin, you charge straight ahead, and you're just into the woods.
Yep.
So, Ivan, Carrick, you would see Thorin just sprinting straight ahead towards the woods, the wood line.
How far do you think he's going to run before he realizes they're going?
Well, he did go through a wall.
2 silver takes.
I would
Says
not-
it takes an hour.
Would not be surprised if trees didn't stop him.
I'd like to do a perception check. I probably won't see anything, but I'd like to. Besides seeing the dwarf run off in the distance.
Sure.
How far is the tree line?
Tree line's about 40 feet.
Okay. So he gets into the trees before his rage drops.
Yeah. Okay, so Carrick, from what you can tell, looking around, there doesn't seem to really be any other movement in the tree line opposed from just normal critters and just normal wood life.
Alright. Then I'll move back over here to Gavon and just wait for the dwarf to get back, because I'm ready to go talk to the seer to find out what's going on. Because I wasn't really interested in what was going on, but now it has my full attention. Like, you piqued my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
So he probably charges another 25 feet after his rage drops and is just standing in the middle of the woods, hammer out. And he just screams out, "Come back here, you slippery roving bitch!"
Okay. You hear
So
no
I'll,
answer.
seeing as Carrick is completely in rage and talking to Gavon, trying to get something from him, Faywin will move over to Ivan and ask, so what were those creatures? The dripping, feral, beast-like creatures. I've never seen anything like that.
The undead? Scourge.
Well,
Oh, that Roven better hope that she's not responsible.
I've only read about them, but I still don't have too much information. This Roven, she can raise them?
Somebody raised them.
I don't know
When
if
I
it's
find out who.
her or that crown. That crown was definitely relatively powerful.
Faywin and Carrick make history checks at advantage. Okay. I am going
Would
to
you mind as
DM the two of you something right now.
Irritating that he critted and he has a lower roll than me.
Yeah.
Some spice. Ready.
Okay, so I just sent it to you, Asa, so space and send to you in just a second.
Is this in Roll20 or Discord?
Discord.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that you, with those history checks, you would realize what I just sent to you.
I thought that's what it was.
Yep,
All right.
and you can use that information however you would like.
That it wouldn't change what my character says to Ivan
I figured.
or asks.
Because I know your backstory. Dance, puppets, dance.
Well, I do suppose that Carrick is correct. The only lead we have is the seer and what he may know.
Well, the day's still young. How's everybody holding up?
I want to look at. Apparently, I want to open Firefox. Looking at Carrick and Faywin, do I think they know what this item is?
Insight check.
I will deceive as much as I can for that.
Yeah, and then you guys can...
Fuck.
Okay,
Hold on. Sorry. Updating
Period.
notes.
no problem. Carrick, you can do... If you're trying to hide it, you can do a deception check. If you're not, you can just let her figure it out. It's up to you.
Yeah, so I'd
Okay.
say, Katrina, you sort of notice that Faywin's, like, purposely trying not to mention the crown as much as possible.
Yeah. Carrick, from what you gather, Carrick basically seems to kind of be like, oh, it's weird. Crown. All right, whatever. But
He just
yeah,
seems pissed.
Yeah. Carrick is just pissed about her, and you assume, oh, he's just pissed she left. But, like as I said, basically with Faywin, you can tell he's doing whatever he can to not mention the crown.
Fair. She just takes note of it and notes that it's something of based off their reactions, although she's not sure about Carrick's reaction. She's not sure that she can read Carrick either, based off her just intelligence and demeanor of what she's seen of Carrick. She's just kind of think about the fact of what their races are, and just kind of it might be something of elven importance is her idea basically behind it, based off that. But it's inconclusive.
Yeah,
it's just kind of her idea.
If you can make a history check, but at disadvantage if you want to try and figure out, because everyone there saw the crown. So if you want to try to make a check for it, okay. It's a magic crown. You're not quite sure what the deal is with it. Maybe it has some sort of significance. You're not quite sure. Thorin.
What just be like her character? Her character understands.
Thorin gives no fucks about elven crowns.
Yeah, Thorin. You're like,
it's a magic item. She just doesn't know what the significance is of why Faywin and Carrick would have a reaction to it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, exactly. Thorin, you're like, what the fuck? She put on a crown. She teleported away. She's a bitch. Like that's basically all you've got from it. Ivan, more or less the same thing. Like, she put on a crown. She cast a spell. She's out. Cool.
Moving on.
Yeah, for you guys, like, she just wanted to look fancy. That's basically what you think.
So, you know nothing of this. Never seen her use this item before.
Is this to Gavon?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen them before. I don't know what that is. Go right ahead. Okay.
Faywin's suddenly interested in what Gavon says as well, where he hasn't been for the last very long time.
Okay. Azza, I'm sending you something else.
Insight's one of my good skills, and I roll poor on it.
You can use that information as you see fit.
I don't have any bad skills.
What's the picture right now? As Thorin walks back.
Okay, so as you re-enter the room again, there's still the broken wall. Further ahead, where you guys came from, currently Carrick and Faywin and Katrina are all kind of gathered around Gavon, kind of talking with him. Ivan's kind of off towards the back a little bit.
Gavon's sitting on the ground, and Carrick's sitting arms crossed, just staring down at him.
So basically, Carrick is staring at Gavon like a disappointed dad.
I still hammer out, walk up to him, and push my hammer to his chest to put him back on the ground, and look at him and say, "What's she planning? What are you trying to stop? What are you not telling us?"
Make definitely intimidation. Make an intimidation check.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for his reaction to do this.
Okay. I don't know. Like she just wants to kill everything. That's all I know.
Quick question.
Yes.
Thorin is standing next to Carrick.
Yes.
And Revel events. Okay. I fire a shot directly over his head.
Okay. Roll a hit. Just make sure you don't nat one it. Okay.
It is advantage, just because there were so many people around it.
Yeah. Okay. If you would like, with that, you may make an intimidation check.
Okay. Basically, she just, after she fires the shot, she holds the gun up. Again, we ask, what are you not telling us? Because it might be of an importance. Fuck you! I know I'm a gnome. Stop demeaning my cuteness.
So as you shoot the gun over his head, he goes,
very scary.
Why are you doing this? I'm on your side.
I don't believe you for a second that you're on our side. We don't have a side. We never chose your side.
You've already told me you wanted to break your people's laws just by killing her. And now you're not telling us something.
I told you everything I can. I don't know what that crown is.
Can or will?
We're not asking what the crown is. We're asking what you're not telling us.
I I don't know what I'm not telling
Stop
you.
skirting the question.
I don't know what I don't know.
I look over at Thorin, and I want to toss Thorin my light hammer. I just want to toss it to him. This might not kill him. It'll allow you to have a little bit more fun, though.
I don't do torture, gnome.
If you want Thorin, you could make an intimidation with advantage. Now that Katrina's thrown you the small hammer.
I pull my hammer away from his chest and sort of pull him up so he's sitting upright again. And look at him. Close. Like, close. She said you were here to stop her. Stop her do what? It's not just killing everything. She's got a plan.
Go pick up
You want
my
that intimidation?
Yeah.
There you go. Nope.
if it rolls.
Not roll.
No.
Maybe.
Roll.
No.
There it goes.
There you
Okay. So as you kind of pull his face into yours, kind of. Fine. She wants to bring about a war between the Roven and the northern clans. They have settlements not far to the northeast. They've been raiding our forest for years. She was in charge of fighting them back. A couple raids came here and there. One of them threatened to be back and burn down the entire damn forest, and she snapped. She wants to wipe out the entire northern clan forces here on Arcalia. But it won't work. She's one person. She's going to bring about the doom of our entire tribe.
And that's
What's
why we
wrong with
keep
war?
So you don't necessarily disagree with her on what she wants to do, but on her methods.
I guess in a way. She's one person. What can she do against the entire northern clans? This is only a small force. If they brought the rest from Bulgrim, we'd be wiped out in a day.
Well, based off the item she has, her power might be a little bit beyond your understanding.
It's
We don't know what that
definitely
item
beyond
is.
your understanding,
Look, I don't know what that crown is.
child.
I've never seen it until... Okay, you know what? That felt rude. I've never seen that crown until today.
A little Chilii just popped through.
A little bit.
So, you're telling me you exiled your sister from your tribe because she had ambition?
No, because she had bloodlust, and she was gonna put our entire tribe in danger.
Seems to me that you're already at war with the clans.
It's not a full war. They raid now and again. They take things from other villages. Sometimes they bypass us entirely. With her, we'd be a full-scale war. These forests around us would be burned to the ground.
I remember when we were living outside of the city, we would get small raiding parties of orcs that attacked us. And it wasn't because they just wished to attack us and raid for any material. It was because we were at war with them. But the Dwarven army didn't quite want to accept it. Until they attacked the main city. And then it was an all-out war. You might not accept the fact that you're at war yet. But if they're raiding you, and all you're doing is trying to stop them, seems like a one-sided battle to me. And those usually don't go very well.
Thorin and Katrina make history checks. Just history checks with advantage. Okay, yeah. So you both know, being from Bulgrim, Katrina, your father working for the Dwarvish army, Thorin, you being in the Dwarvish army, you know how the clans operate, and that's exactly they will raid and raid and raid and raid and find a weakness, and if left unchecked, just like Katrina said, they will keep attacking bigger and bigger targets. So from what you can tell, they're prodding the forest and figuring out what the weaknesses are.
The clans will have no interest in burning down a forest, unless you're sitting hiding from them. You face them. Scare them off. Show them you've got no weakness. They'll stay away.
When did these raids start?
Well, I mean, the clans have been here for about 100 years at this point. They've been raiding. They've been raiding off and on for the past 50 or 60 years.
It's not related to the item then. Probably a recent inquisition.
I don't know
Probably
where
just
that
one
item
Joe
came
man.
from.
I don't know either. I'm just
Now-
merely saying that it's probably a recent inquisition if it just now is coming to be a part of it.
Was that a lost item, or were we aware where that was, and then she just suddenly has it?
Are
Was
you
it-
asking me, the DM?
Yeah, I'm asking DM that. Yeah.
So, from what you know, Carrick, it is a lost item. No one's
Okay.
seen it in millennia.
Gotcha.
Why don't you do what Roven do? Pack up and move on. Get rid of all your troubles.
We're wasting time. Which way to where we find her?
I don't know. This is usually where she keeps her forces. I don't know where she would go from here.
We only fought like 6 units, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically, yeah.
How large is the force normally?
She usually
It
has
was
at least...
significantly larger in the town.
Yes, she usually has a couple of war bands. They may be out gathering supplies. I don't know. They may be somewhere else in the forest. I don't know what she does. I just know she comes here pretty consistently. I don't know if this is a base. I don't know if this is where she keeps supplies. This is just where I've seen her.
I think if we want more information, the seer will probably have more.
Maybe we should
Can
check
I
her around
do-
as well. If she is
Yeah.
normally here, there might be something she left or some sort of arcanic ritual or something that we can maybe glean something off of.
I was about to say, can I walk around and cast detect magic as a ritual?
Yeah,
Takes 10 minutes as a ritual,
Yeah, sure.
and
I'm
that's
just gonna go ahead and walk around and look around.
I say to Gavon, if you'd like,
It's not
Gavon,
advantage, it's 25.
I can escort you back to your settlement, and we can talk further with the seer there and see what else he knows.
I suppose that'll work. Are you all coming, or is it just you?
Give us a little bit to look around the area, see if we can find anything.
Fine. I'll wait.
oh, trust me, I'll be there.
I'll wait by the trees. And you see him kind of stand up and walk off towards the tree line. So,
I'm going
Carrick.
with-
Yep,
right
you're
now.
going with him? Okay.
Yeah, right now.
Carrick, walking around with your detect magic, this area, you don't find any sigils, you don't find any runes or anything, but there is a very, very faint touch of arcanic magic in this area. There definitely was some spells cast, and from what you can gather, some pretty powerful ones. At least recently there was. Katrina, looking around the same area, you do find a couple campfires. You find all the dead bodies of the Gnolls. You also find other bodies of the Gnolls that are already dead and seem to be kind of piled in different areas around these ruins.
Do they have any weird markings on them? Like, as in, bindings or anything like that?
From what you can tell, it doesn't seem like there's any specific markings on them. With your investigation check, you do find that there are certain areas of these ruins that do seem to have faint bits of... It looks like like a small explosion happened. Like there's burn marks on the ground, but that's really about it. There's no symbols or anything, but just like in specific areas, there's these burn marks.
How many bodies do I find in the piles of gnolls that are just around that
So you had
seem to be either undead or were sacrificed or something?
Okay, so there was the 2 that you fought that were the kind of zombified ones, the 4 hunters, and then you find at least four other figures similar to the zombified ones.
Once I'm done with the... No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
I was going to say, once I got done with the detect magic, could I investigate the bodies and loot them?
Yeah,
if
sure.
they haven't already done that.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. And while you're doing that, so, Faywin, as you are walking with Gavon, he kind of walks to the edge of the tree line, just kind of stands there, arms crossed, looking kind of just sour.
Okay, and Ivan is coming with us as well?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so Ivan's following you.
Okay. Yeah, so I asked both Gavon and Ivan, so do you think we should go now, or should we wait until we hear back from the others?
We should wait a moment. They're just having a quick look.
Yeah, I'm assuming you want to wait for your entire party.
Yeah, personally, I don't think there's too much to find. I would rather just see the seer, but yes, let's wait.
It would be quite the issue if we ran into one of her war parties on the way back, just the three of us.
Yeah, I don't know where they come from, I don't know where they go to, but she's got at least 2 or 3 of them.
Carrick,
Yes.
find some more of those undead bodies. Do you want to give them a look over and see if you can figure out anything about them? I mean, they're obviously undead gnolls, but I don't know where they come from.
I don't know what type of check I would give them, but I'll definitely give them a look over.
Religion check.
Religion or something?
Yes. Religion. Judging by the body parts you've seen, clearly...
Plus my previous knowledge that you whispered
Yes.
me.
Yes. Okay, so judging by what you've seen, parts of it are missing, but there's definitely bits and pieces of a certain ritual that would bring these forms back to some sort of life.
So I know how they came into being.
Judging by what I sent you and this, you would know. Yes.
Gotcha.
Gavon,
Yeah.
the abominations, the undead, where did they come from?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the hell she's doing anymore. I've seen them in parts of her war bands. I don't know where they come from. I don't know what they do. I don't know if she's doing it. I don't know if they're just like that. I don't even know who she is anymore.
It is my duty to find the source of this and cleanse it from this world. If I find that you know more and you are keeping it from me, my goddess will not spare you.
Make an intimidation check.
Don't know why it's a disadvantage, but
No, okay, so 23 then, because yeah, it wouldn't be a disadvantage. He kind of looks at you, and you see his eyes kind of widen for a second. He kind of looks around, sees that it's just you and Faywin. Fine. Whatever that crown is, it's been in our tribe for hundreds of years. No one knows what it is. No one really knows what it does. It's just been a ceremonial thing. When Akoki was exiled, she took it with her. We don't know why. She just took it. We just figured it was her last bit of hope. Apparently, that thing has more magic in it than we thought. I've never seen her able to teleport away. I guess that might explain these abominations, as you call them, but other than that, I don't know what it does.
Talking to you about that was actually the main reason I wanted to pull you away. Your tribe has eyes and ears in the forest. What was she doing just before she left? What exactly? Did she find out any new information? Perhaps about the crown, perhaps about anything?
Well, I mean, she was one of our beastmasters. She was always out on the hunt, coming across new people, new information. Who knows? She could have found someone out in the wild who knew something that we didn't. She could have stumbled across some hidden library in these woods. I don't know. We've lived here for generations, and we still don't know what's in this woods. It's massive.
Do I also have a map, or was that just Katrina?
Just Katrina would have had the map.
Okay. I do still ask, how far-reaching is your tribe's area of knowledge, area of influence would work?
Well, judging by the entire forest, we are basically the very northern tip. There's other tribes in the woods. There's areas that we don't go to. And there's plenty of areas that no one's ever really explored. Up until none of us have ever really been up to the mountains. So she could have found something. She could have sent spies out to other areas of the continent. We have no idea. She's been exiled for over 300 years at this point. But this stuff has only started happening within the last 20. I don't know what she's done.
She took the crown while she was exiled 300 years ago, and this had only just started.
Basically, yes. So she could have found something else. She could have researched it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what she's done.
Well, I think after we revisit your seer, to know nothing less than to at least explain what has happened and provide your father with at least a little bit of closure. I think, and I turn to Ivan, our best bet is probably to look through the other tribes, ask around, and see what they know. Perhaps she interacted with one of them.
She could have.
I agree.
There's some tribes we're friendly with. There's some tribes that we're not. Although I don't know why, if this crown is important to you as you say it is, I don't know why they would help her with this. This is, I don't know. I'm sorry I'm not more information on this, but I have no idea what's going on. I thought this was just my sister rallying up some wild beasts and playing at war, but this crown changes everything.
And which tribes would be less friendly to us upon first sight? And you as the GM don't have to answer that now if you don't have a list or anything, but just want to
I could probably
note for the
whip something
future.
up. Well, there's a couple who are friendly with us. There's at least one who we haven't really had a lot of trouble with. There's one who really we've never been good with. The Gnolls tribe. They're a bit further south at the base of the mountains.
And do you know how they would react to outsiders?
Outsiders as in not Roven, or outsiders as in not their tribe?
Not Roven. If the outsiders were not a part of any tribe in here.
Yeah, they're not really very friendly to outsiders, honestly. They're not even friendly to other non-Gnolls. They keep to themselves.
Okay. And that's all I have to ask for now.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll see what the others have come up with and head back to your village to talk to Helios.
All right, and when we walk back to them, Faywin definitely sounds impatient. All right, have you guys finished with your endeavor yet, or can we actually get going? It's been an hour.
I'm just waiting for the DM to tell us.
Yeah. Okay. So, so I'll jump back to you guys.
Oh yeah.
So while that was going
I'm
on,
skipping in the future.
Thorin, you're looking around and you just find you find the spears they were using and just this just bloody muck. Carrick, you do find a lot of half-eaten foods and just bits of what seems to be materials they've stolen from other places. You do find.
I'm mainly looking for things made of metal.
You do find 5 gold pieces among all of them. and the weapons themselves, which are still made of metal. Other than that, that's really about it.
So spears? You say spears or sword?
So each of them has a spear. All of them except one have a longbow because the one broke.
How many spears?
Man without longbow.
So how many spears? That would be
No, that
4.
longbow.
4 spears.
4 spears.
Yes.
Alright
I
then,
really,
my part in this is done. I'm going back to the bar.
I really just want to just take the spear tips, but we'll just leave them.
I mean, you can
It's
take
fine.
the whole spears if you want. There's only 4 of them. They're pretty skinny.
I'll go ahead and take the 4 spears then.
Okay. All right. So Gavon actually kind of reapproached the group. So, are we heading back to my village, or are you heading home? What's the plan? I feel like we have a lot to discuss.
I have no interest in the affairs of Elv or Roven.
Well, I mean, elves are Roven, so that's kind of we're kind of the same.
I kind of look at him and look at the elves and go, ooh.
Is aware, however, he segregates them, and he still stands by his statement.
At least I segregate them too.
Yeah. Yes, you absolutely would. I assume you're going to be heading back to my village later then? Or not at all, according to the dwarf?
I'm definitely going to be going back with him to his village.
We definitely need the information.
I have a few questions for the seer.
Dwarf, there might even be something to smash on the way there.
I doubt it.
Well,
maybe
if not,
we'll
I'll
run
let you
into one of
smash
the
a
Gnolls.
seer.
Well, guess I'll tag along. You're a good drinking partner after all.
I reach into my bag and just toss him the bottle of Aguna's blood.
Ah, that's what I like to see.
All right,
No
then.
point in fighting if you can't drink after it.
Fair enough. I suppose we're all going then?
Lead on, Roven.
Dad's gonna be pissed. And he turns and heads off into the forest. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Having on our way back towards the Roven camp with lessons learned. The segregation is real. That's true, yes. All right, so
I can't end the session without drinking and rolling a
My,
constitution.
my headache might be starting to affect me now.
all right, so thank you everyone for hanging out to watch. Appreciate it. Hope you guys racism. Hope you guys had fun with this lovely session. I can feel like my voice is starting to hurt a little bit from doing too much Gavone. Any announcements, guys, before we get going?
Join us on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Sunday for the next 2 weeks.
Yes. So, if you do !metal, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday for the next 2 weeks, we have our game. So Thursday is Will's game. Eswar, was it Into the
Eswar.
Darkness?
Into the
Eswar.
darkness.
Stop
Eswar.
writing fucking thesaurus, you assholes. My God. Delete. Okay. So, Thursday is Eswar, DM'd by Will. Friday is Sothieth, DM'd by Caboose, which is just ridiculousness, and I love it. Sunday for the next 2 weeks, because I need to be a real person and treat my girlfriend like an actual person, will be Yalen, DM'd by the one and only Matai God 666. So
Matai.
please make sure you stop on by for all those lovely games, and then come back here on Tuesday for more Rise of Legend by me, Chilii.
Rides of Thorn.
Okay, you know what? Who says he's the legend? Okay, there could be other legends.
He's
Also,
only one isn't so far.
another big thing. For those of you guys here, oh, look at that metal doing that. Okay, !social, !Discord, links to my Twitter, links to my Discord. !Drusatta is the link to our World Anvil page if you want to kind of follow along with the lore of the world. For those of you guys watching this on YouTube, because I'm doing shit on YouTube now too. I will have a link at the bottom, which has all those cool links. But until next time, guys, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Okay. I'm gonna mute you guys so I can say it last.